Let's go. Mr. Denali XXL is in the building. I love you so much. Biggie, give me one more chance. Oh, one more chance. Biggie, give me one more chance. Ooh. Think first, I pop up, freaks all the honey, dummies, playboy bunnies, those wanting money. Don't give Nathan but penetration, unless it sounds like penetration. Blah blah, the term like gold now. Now, rocker, ugly as ever. However, I stay Gucci down to the socks, rings and watch filled with rocks, and my jam not keeping Mr. So people wanna see me, tell these hoes keep me in the TP. As I lay down laws like Alan Coppin. Stop it. If you think you're gonna make a profit, go see my one, go see my gun, get it? And two, and I flow with the junior mafia. I don't know what the hell's stopping ya. Okay, dang again. How I dress is just the diamond necklaces, stretch Lexuses, the sex. What's up? What's up?
Hey, what's going on, Denali? How you doing?
Doing great, brother. How's it going? What say you? What you got?
I'm not against smaller government necessarily.
You're not,
Uh, no, I'm not against it.
but
No, but the moves this guy is making, the way he's going about things in general, not just downsizing the government, I disagree with. So that's what I will say.
okay. You want to be specific?
Sure. Um, again, I don't disagree with smaller government. I think that we can make that happen. But you coming in here, first of all, just I'll start with number one, being presidential itself, the decorum, the way you carry yourself. He doesn't look like a president to me, if you
Okay.
ask me. Second of all, you want to make all these program cuts, you're slashing all this funding to these different programs. But and here's one that I find this is right now. Like we can talk about this right now. So you made the cut or you got away with that bill that said, oh, every new car sold by 2030, in 2030, they're going to be all electric. You did that. But then at the same time, you want to stand next to your girlfriend and park Teslas out in front of the White House that are all electric. So which one is it? Like, are we trying to make all new cars being sold be all electric? Do we not deal with that because you want to do more fracking and build some more pipelines or whatever, which I understand, that's fine, but you got away with that build just to stand next to somebody who makes all electric cars. It's a little bit confusing. And doing
Okay.
that and parking the cars out in front of the White House, you seem like every scumbag used car dealership salesman trying to
Mm.
sell us a bill of goods. That's what it feels like to me. I'm looking at you as my president, and I say, along that and a few other things, but that's one of the ones that just to me, I look at you with one eyebrow up, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I like this guy.
Okay. Okay. You thought it was like a big commercial.
That's what it kind of seemed like, and that was just me. I'm sorry, that was kind of an anecdotal. That's my experience from what I'm observing. I would say he's not the first president to do something like Doge and they call it this, governmental efficiency program, and that's fine. He's not the first president to do that. It's where you start because, again, this guy that's right next to you that has these billions of dollars worth of contracts, you don't look at any programs that would affect his contracts or his business. No, you take USAID, you take out the Department of Education, and then you launch this attack on DEI so much so that when that plane crashed over the Potomac between a commercial jetliner and the Black Hawk. military helicopter.
right?
It's like, oh yeah, this is DEI, and it's that's what you. I just don't like this guy. I'm sorry. So it's not about not liking smaller government. It's just the person that's trying to do it and the way they're going about it.
What would be your plan? Now, listen, we did the numbers. In 2000, there were 1.8 million government employees with a population of 282 million. Fast forward to 2025, we have 3 million government employees as of September 2024 and 360 million people.
Hmm. Yeah. So you asked me what would be my plan, like how I
Yeah,
would
yeah,
approach
because
it.
I'm always interested when people don't like a particular plan but don't have one of their own. They just know, hey, I don't like that.
No, and that's fair. So my plan is a little bit different. It it's a again, your first 100 days, you lied about bringing down the cost of goods and services. You lied about that. We knew that was not going to happen because that's not how it works. If you're not a teenager, you know that's not how it works.
Well, I mean, VP Harris said the
But
same thing.
well, no, yeah, but she was lying too.
Right,
All
and
right.
she what the reason that irritated me more about her lie was the fact that she was in the White House. She could have
Yeah.
carried her behind her ass down to the Oval Office and say, "Hey,
Yeah.
Joe, why don't we try this for the American people?" But she never did anything.
That's an understatement.
I mean,
What is that,
I'm not disagreeing with you, but
right?
just briefly, I'll let you know. I know Moose just came in, so I don't want to bogart,
No,
the
you're fine.
conversation,
I'm just
but
curious. What would be
yeah, no, what I would say is I would look at healthcare, and I'm not just saying that because of this guy we have in lockup right now because of what he did, but it is true. We have let healthcare get out of control. The pharmaceutical industry runs America's healthcare system. That is just a fact. You can't even argue with me against it. I have plenty of proof to back that up. The fact that you want to then raise the age for Medicare and then also slash Medicaid at the same time and allow these corporations to get away with these egregious prices that we have to pay a premium for month after month without receiving the care that we deserve, that's where I would have started. I would have looked at some waste and said, "Oh man, like what have we signed into law that is legal for these guys to do?" And maybe we can revamp that so that the American populace can maybe start to afford just healthcare, not even just the goods and services. That's where I'll end it right now, and then we can pick that back
all
up
right?
in a
Let's
little bit.
go.
But
Let's swing across. Let's go to Moose. Moose, what state are you in? Who'd you vote for?
I voted for Donald J. Trump, and I'm 29. I
Okay.
wanted to
Let
touch
me
on
ask you
what
a
he.
question. When you
Oh,
came up,
yep,
it didn't force you to follow me. Let me change because. Go ahead. Finish your point. Let me see what's going
yeah,
on.
no
Go
worries.
ahead.
I wanted to touch base on the whole pay for the care that we deserve. I have a different approach. Why don't we, as I don't even want to say entitled, but why don't we as Americans who have access to dieting take better care of how we eat? Now, I understand that there's certain areas in the country where people are on a low income, so that becomes sort of hard. But you it's like this: if you tell a drug addict that they no longer can take drugs, they're going to find a way to do it. And so that's kind of my mentality with this whole health thing: is if we tackle root causes rather than just putting band-aids on symptoms, all of our health problems are going to go away. I mean, you look at the carnivore diet, for example, and it's very nuanced. And I'll land my plane with this, but I had an old coworker, very overweight, on all kinds of medications, blood thinners, you name it, he was on it. Uh, Became diabetic once he started the carnivore diet. Guys, when I tell you, this man looked completely different. And I'm only going off of what he says, but I don't think he has any reason to lie to me. He said that he got off of all of his blood thinners and medication. So, I think when we tackle and we start taking better care of ourselves by what we eat instead of going to McDonald's maybe eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
I think that there are better ways that we can take care of ourselves better,
Right.
That's
which is
exactly why
with
the Rice Act is a good thing.
Hang on a
If you're
second, sir.
familiar with that.
Sir, give me a second. You got to let him finish his landing his plane before you interrupt him. Okay.
no worries, which is why I feel, you know, I feel like Robert F. Kennedy is I just have a good feeling that he's gonna
He's
at
an idiot.
least
Hang on. Whoa.
he
Hang on 1 second. Let the man finish his thought, please.
I feel like Robert F. Kennedy is going to make a dent or make one step in the right direction, because right now he is the only one who is calling out like Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren when it comes to the donations and lobbying and all that or whatever. I think that there's something to that, and I'll land my plane.
Thank you so much. I want to appreciate that. I appreciate what you're saying. I get what you're saying as far as yes, people need to take more personal responsibility for what they're putting in their mouth. Absolutely, but also government also needs to do a better job. Why is it that there are certain things that can be sold here in America, but then you go across into Europe and other countries and it's completely banned?
Oh,
Are they doing
absolutely.
a good job of being stewards to help the American people be as healthy as possible, or have they sold out to big pharma? Have they sold out
They've sold.
like
They've
And
sold.
and
the
They've
people who are
sold
making the
out.
creative
I
stuff?
know, I know. I said that was the last thing, but you brought up something very important, host. For example, if you go look at the company Nova Nordisk, which supplies the world's weight loss drug Ozempic, it is no longer advised to be taken in Europe. But you see a like a pickup in people taking Ozempic. So we've got to start with that corruption.
You just proved
Absolutely.
my
I
point,
want to
and
go ahead
also
and
RFK.
give me one
Sorry, go
second. I
ahead.
got to shout out the people who help support the channel, and we want to go ahead and give my little friend up in Michigan, Miss Mandalay. Miss Mandalay, thank you. Miss Mandalay understands the assignment. She knows that thoughts and prayers are great, but that does not, NOT, not keep the Wi-Fi on. We got to get off to a good start. We got to start knocking out these gift goals. We got to start liking the live. Come on, we can do it. 1.7, 2,000 likes is unacceptable. We have to do more because that's how we get onto the For You page. So please tap the screen, share the live. Those two things are absolutely free to do. Don't forget about the Daily Heart Me, and you see it right there. You can hit it next to my name. It costs 1 coin, and then you can become part of the team. If you're not into gifting, then you can also hit the Cash App, take the $ off, and then you can hit the Venmo, because thoughts and prayers are great, but that does not, NOT, keep the Wi-Fi on. So I would appreciate any support that you feel in your heart to give for the show to keep it going, okay? Let's go to my friend out in LA, the City of Angels, Miss Inspire. Miss Inspire, how are you? The beautiful Miss Inspire.
Hey, host,
Hello.
Will you drop me so I don't mess up your
Thank you
algorithm?
so much.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Miss Inspire.
I mean, I came up pretty much to say what he said. You know, our healthcare system is not a healthcare system at all. So it's already flawed. That whole thing needs to be dismantled and rebuilt, in my opinion. And at the same time, there definitely needs to be um, something like a healthcare system in place when it comes to um, uh, government and private insurance companies. I don't think it's by mistake that, you know, insurance companies will cover T-gender surgeries, but they won't cover nutritional supplements, you know, because, you know, they thrive on us staying sick. So I don't know how the conversation got there, but I came up originally because I definitely wanted to say this is a time when we see things around us that are flawed. It's time to take things into our matters into our own hands. If the healthcare system is non-existent, then we need to take our health into our own hands. and we have a lot of options that we can do. And what Homeboy was saying about the carnivore diet, I know a lot of people who have done that. I've seen a lot of amazing results, but there's a lot of healthy ways to consume natural foods that can create a whole different outcome to your health. And back to what you were saying, Denali, the reason why these foods are banned in these other countries is because they understand that these things make their people sick. And unfortunately, when you have systems like universal health care in place, they actually like for their people to be healthy because it just drains more money from the government the more sick their population is. You even have countries like Germany that actually pay women for nursing their children because nursing is the healthiest thing you can do for a child.
Sure.
It keeps them from getting sick. So there's a lot of different things that we can do. I think RFK is a great start as far as making certain things available on our shelves. And what we have is a legal hug dealing system,
Mm-hmm.
and doesn't matter what you go to the doctor for, they'll very rarely let you leave without prescribing a pill.
Sure.
And then once you're on it, you're on it for life, technically. So our healthcare system is flawed, and also too, one of the things about our health,
Golly, wrap it up.
1 second, sir. What do you?
because
Why are you
because
doing that, Mister Beef? What is your deal, sir? What is your deal? Come off the mute.
What do you mean, man?
I'm sorry. Why would you disrespect another panelist like that? We don't allow that over here. Please do not come off the mute again.
All right.
Go finish your point, Miss Inspire.
yeah. So anyway, yeah,
Golly.
yeah, I lost my train of thought, but yeah, we definitely need to take our health into our own hands.
All right.
Whatever the government isn't providing for us, we need to figure out how to do it for ourselves.
Absolutely, I agree with you 100%. Let's go ahead and swing it across to Miss Sugar, Miss Pink Sugar. How are you, my friend up there in Michigan?
Hey, I don't even know what y'all talking about.
Oh well, are you for smaller government?
You tell me. Yes, I am. I'm for small government, less government. Definitely.
Okay. Do you think that government workers are special people?
No,
Because they seem to be thinking that they're special and they feel like they can't be fired.
they're not special. They're no better than the next person. Hey, Lemonade. No, they're not special than anyone. They should not be exempt from accountability.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people say that they shouldn't be fired. They're because they're still they're servicing the public. And I'm like, well, baristas service the public too.
Well, we serve the public, like people like me, like I'm a real estate agent.
All
So
right.
does that include me? Should I get special privileges?
I don't know. They say that government employees they should not be fired so easily. There should be definitely be more of a plan to fire them. Just don't fire them willy nilly. Like I told the numbers 1.8 million government employees in 2000 with 282 million. Fast forward to 2025, 3 million government employees as of September of 24 and 340 million people. So government employees has expanded by 45% and not so much with the population. So something's going on here.
Yeah. They all need to be held accountable. I'm just ready for some indictments to go around.
You ready for some indictments?
Yeah. They need to just get the party started.
Okay, indictments. All right. Well, we'll swing over to Virginia, Mermaid City, Walker Bay. I know he doesn't want indictments to go around. Mr. Walker Bay, how are you, sir?
Hey, Denali, I'm gonna just sit here and listen to y'all just talk that rhetoric. So
Which rhetoric?
What
all that stuff
rhetoric?
y'all talking, all that stuff you talk, man, because Y'all have no clue what's going on. You really don't.
Okay, you're being kind of vague. Like, what do you mean?
First of all, if you saying that what you saying about government needs to be smaller and all that, right? But it's almost what 350 million people in America,
Right?
and 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 then you're talking about 80% of veterans who have served the country to take their jobs away from them. That's doing critical stuff for the VA and all of this. That yeah, we're gonna shrink that. We need to do that. That's what we need to do. Put these people out of work. Right, right. So then what's gonna happen? We're gonna put tariffs over here and all the stuff that's going on. We just cool with it. Y'all just cool with it.
Why? Okay, you're going. So you just listed like four different things. So let's
Yeah,
start
I
with
mean
the first
you can
thing.
address either one of them. Either one of them.
No. Okay, I didn't cut you off, sir. So you're a little emotional. I understand. You're upset. But let's start with the
That
first
is,
thing. I don't even remember what you first said because you just went all over the place. So what's your first issue?
my first issue is why you say that government needs to be smaller.
Why should they not be smaller? So my thing is this.
Okay, why
It needs
should
to
they be
be small.
smaller?
So you asked me why should they be smaller? Because it's
Yes.
too much power. I don't think that a certain demographic of people should have that much power or say so over what we do. They
What
are
people?
brought into that house to work for the people. They're
What
not
people are you
working for
talking about?
us. Hold on, you asked me a question. Let me finish, okay?
I need to know what people you're talking
But
about.
I need you to stop talking while I'm talking.
Hold on, don't try to check me.
No,
I
I'm
asked
not.
you
No, I
to
did check
explain
you.
what
You
you're
need to
talking
be
All right,
about.
checked.
let's
You
go
need to be
here.
checked like a
Okay,
Nike
sugar,
shoe,
give me a second.
sir.
Give me a second.
You need to get out of your emotions and you need to
This
calm
question
down.
has
Sugar,
no
give me a second.
emotion.
I
Hold
don't
on.
know if you're
I'm
you're
going to
you're
I'm going to level set. He wants to know why do you think that government should be smaller and which people are you talking about?
Thank you.
he wouldn't let me finish because every
No,
time
I
I got
got
to,
you. I'm gonna
when I
take
was
care of
about
that.
to say it, he cut me off. So I'll let him have the floor since he got
No,
so much
no,
to say.
Miss Sugar, I got him. Go ahead and answer the question if you'd like to. Okay.
I don't even remember what I was gonna say because the dude cut me off. So apparently he got so much to say since his cowboy hat is on too tight. Maybe he's squeezing his brain cells out. So go ahead and talk. Since you don't like to respect women.
Well, listen, he does that to everybody, so it's not necessarily with a woman.
Maybe he could do that on a ranch, but it doesn't go work with me. You could do that with your horses and your cows. It don't work with me, sir.
You don't have nothing to say. You're
I
empty
got a
head.
lot to say, but when I
You're
was
empty head.
talking, your
You're
sentences
you
cannot
could be a
start in the middle of
you could
my
be a
sentences, and you
bimbo
don't scare
blonde.
me.
You're a
No
bimbo
man like you
blonde.
is going to scare me. You acting
You
like a
are
woman. You're
bimbo
acting like a
blonde.
woman. You're
Okay,
very
guys,
emotional.
guys,
That's
guys.
what you are.
Look,
I'll let
Miss
you wear the
Walker Bay, Walker
heels.
Bay. Let's
Miss
let's
Kimmy, I got
let's
this. Give me
let's
a second. Miss
relax.
Kimmy, give me a second. I got it. Okay. So,
Since he want to wear the heels, I'll let him wear the skirt and the
Miss
heels.
Sugar, that's not the right
Hey,
thing.
I'm hanging,
He
bitch.
is not trying to wear any
Oh, now
heels.
I'm a bitch.
That's what I
Thank
said.
you.
That's
Wait, did you
right.
talk
Thank
about
you. Is that
Yeah,
how you talk to your
yeah,
mama? You
yeah,
talk to your mama like
Mr.
yeah.
that?
Walker, baby?
Because
Did you
that's
talk?
how
Hey,
that's how you
whoa,
talk to
hang
You
me
a
on a second.
crash
when you
out.
Hang on.
disrespecting me,
Whoa,
talking about wearing some
Mr.
heels. You stupid ass.
Mr. Walker Bay. No, come on, sir. Why you? What did you call her the B word, sir? Mr. Walker, unmute yourself, sir.
Yes, I did, Mr. Denali. She sat there and told me wear some goddamn on heels and skirt.
Oh,
She
that's
disrespecting
probably
me.
true. Okay. Can we stop the personal attack and let Miss Sugar
There you go. She started it. I didn't do it.
Okay, I got you. Can we please
That's what they do when they start losing the debate. That's what they do.
hang on one second, Miss Sugar?
He
Let Miss
crashing
Sugar.
out.
Okay, I got you. Mr. Walker Bay, please just stay on mute until Miss Sugar finishes her point. Please, and let's get away from the name calling on both sides because it doesn't help move the argument forward. Okay? All right. So Miss Sugar, you want smaller government and you don't think that you don't them to have that much power over us. Okay? Is that what I'm hearing from you, Miss Sugar?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna talk to that
So talk to
breadcrumb.
me then. Talk to me.
All right.
Talk to me. He's listening, so talk to me. What people are you talking about? Just overall all government employees?
Yes.
That don't even make sense.
I'm not talking to that breadcrumbs. To that little worthless worm down there, he could talk to
Well, we
himself.
need to. We're not going to do the personal attack. Let's not do that. Oh,
No,
boy.
it's not an attack. He is a worm.
Well, that is a personal attack, though. Stop it. Come on. Anyway, let's stop the personal attack because again, it doesn't move the ball forward. Let's try Mr. Rowe. Mr. Rowe over in the booth.
You still couldn't
Oh,
answer the goddamn
I
question,
know. It's
Alex.
okay,
Talk to
Mr.
your
Walker
kids
Bay.
like
It's
that.
okay.
You old hillbilly.
If you come, Mr. Rowe, would you like to try to get a word in here?
Yes. Please don't attack me. I hope not. So let's go to smaller government. Gotta get my voice. Smaller government. I believe in smaller government, but how small? I mean, let me just start by saying this. First of all, I'm gonna be biased because I spent some of almost 40 years in the civil servant, not civil service. I never was a civil servant, but I worked with civil servants in federal, state, and local government. Now, this is the deal. If anybody could just come in and terminate employees without the knowledge of those employees being very good employees, none of that matter. And if you could go in and fire police and they hadn't done anything, or fire people, the firemen. I mean, I'm trying to give you civil servants that have passed tests to get their jobs. So I'm going to use police, federal police, any police as a measure. You terminate those positions and it takes forever to get a police. Every city is down because they can't find folks to be police officers. So I'm just saying the way they did things, you can't go in there. That's for the directors or the secretaries of the departments. Once they take over the department in each department, then they are able to see how many folks they need to complete the work. Because you fire these folks and there's no need of having civil servants. Because every term when a politician come in, he can just terminate those people and get new people, get his people. So that's the protection that civil servants have always had. And as long as they do their job and get evaluations that are highly above, I mean, I'm trying to remember some of the ratings, what it would be, above requirement. And then someone come in and say, well, you terminated. Your job is, we no longer need you. Well, I'm the best employee on the job. Yeah, but we don't need you. Come on now. I'm a rest right there. I guess everybody get the point.
Okay, Mr. Walker Bay, would you like to piggyback on top of that?
Yes, I do. See, what y'all fail to realize, right, is that in government, it's many tentacles that makes the government run. It's not like a corporation. A
Thank you.
corporation is different from the government. The government has many tentacles, and when you pull a string on one, you affect something else. And when you don't have no knowledge of what you're doing, and you just going in all willy-nilly and just saying, the first thing they did, they said, well, we're gonna fire all of the probationary period people, right?
Right.
And what happens is you have people who was transferring from a different position to a higher position, but they in transition, so they have to start in a probationary state.
Right.
They fired them people. You see what I'm saying? So it has a lot of substance, circumstances to that. And then not only that, right? You got these billionaires which I don't understand. Why is it that we are attacking one another? The American people who are just trying to live and
Not the
just
nigga
make.
that just called me a bitch.
Oh my God.
Miss Sugar.
You talking about why we are attacking each other when your old ass just got on.
All right, listen, Miss Sugar. I'm gonna ask everybody. The producers are gonna mute people if people's sentences touch. So,
I'll just leave y'all, cause him calling me a bitch is
Bye.
crazy.
well, listen.
Bye.
Well, Miss Sugar,
Bye.
Kick rocks.
Miss Sugar. Hang on one
Goodbye.
second before you
Kick
go.
Pink, don't
rocks.
Miss
leave. Don't leave,
Sugar.
Pink.
Kick
Well, listen.
rocks.
Oh,
Okay, listen. If you're gonna say that a man is wearing heels and a skirt, I'm not for calling women, but also you did say, I guess you're saying he's gay. That by insulting, you can't do that kind of thing. Because you don't know what's gonna come back to you. Okay, you don't know what's gonna come back to you.
Now
Finish your point,
ran
Walker.
sugar away. Why the heck you allowed that to happen?
What? Well, she said that Mr. Walker Bay was wearing a skirt and heels.
well,
That's not the right thing to do. And then he says that she's a bit not what I would do necessarily. But I mean that was the response that she got for calling him basically trying to emasculate him by saying he's wearing a skirt and heels. I mean, come on, it goes both ways. I'm sorry, but I don't think you can do that.
Yeah, but that is a provocative name to call a woman, man.
Yeah, but okay. So what are you
I,
saying when you say?
I mean,
Hang on
if
one
he that
second. When you say that a man is wearing heels and a skirt, what are you implying?
that he's
sassy
feminine,
or
that
a
he's
beta boy.
feminine.
Right? Is that the right thing to do?
Well, it's not the right thing to
The
do,
answer is
but
no.
it is no. I mean,
And then
I
when something
understand
comes
that, but
back,
still,
and then when something comes back, then the man is being sassy. The man is supposed to just take emotional or verbal abuse and not say anything, right?
if a woman say I'm a man in high heels, I mean, I know my, you
That's
know,
you.
my
But
my
then also
stature
in the
that
same way,
I ain't got
but
to
then in the
be
same way,
feminist, and
in the
maybe he
same.
is.
Oh, anyway, stop. Be
Oh,
quiet.
oh, see,
Be
see,
quiet,
now
big
you
bro.
want some smoke.
Be quiet,
You
big
No,
want
well,
bro.
some
I'm
smoke.
just saying, reason
You want
why.
some
I mean,
fucking smoke,
I'm
huh?
not gonna get no
Whoa,
You
what
feminine.
is going
dumbass.
on here? I left another one. Come here. Oh Lord.
You dumbass.
Okay.
Wow.
Can I finish my what I was saying though, Denali, please?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Thank you. All right. So my thing is, right, we sitting here and I've been contemplating on this, all week. And just like yesterday, I think it was it the day before yesterday
It
that I
was
just
last
told you
night. Go ahead.
I was exhausted.
Yeah, last night.
And the thing that gets me is, right, whether you claiming you a Republican or a person claiming to be a Democrat or claiming to be an independent or whatever, right? You got billionaires who are benefiting off of the blood, sweat, and tears of the American people. And nobody points the fact that these dudes running around sitting in Teslas, laughing and smiling and giggling and ha ha while they putting people on the street, trying to take away our daggone rights, trying to take away Social Security, take away SNAP benefits for the kids. But you ran on that's not even nothing that you ran on. You ran on that you were gonna solve the war the first day, and that not only that, the food prices were gonna go down, and we gonna be living good in America, which that's what he ran off of, and he's doing everything opposite. Where he's implicated Project 2025, that's there, and all this shit. He's trying to take away. He trying to. He already got the Congress people who don't want to listen to their constituents. They don't even want to come to town hall meetings no more because they say all the mad Republicans yelling at them because they wrong. And we sitting here like on these lives as if it's cool that these billionaires, they not gonna. He run around here talking about, well, you got to feel a little bit of pain. What the fuck? We won't feel no pain when Joe Biden was in office.
I mean,
We
people
won't.
just
We was able to go goddamn get some eggs.
some
Eggs want
people
$10,
some people disagree
$13 for
with
some
you about
eggs
that,
now.
Mr. Walker Bay. Some people disagree with you about that.
It's a fact. It
It
was not.
was. It was
It
too.
was
It was
not.
$14. If you want to be
That's
exact.
bullshit. Bullshit.
Whoa, whoa.
Bullshit. You're talking bullshit. Period. And that's what I'm
I
talking
got the
about
pic-
right
I
Thank
got
there.
the
you.
Hold
You
on,
pictures
got
Walker
to
people
Bay.
get
show
up
you
here
Please.
and
that.
talk
Hey,
that
what?
Here we
bullshit.
go.
And
Okay, so everybody's gonna talk at once.
Nah,
Thank you.
they get
can I say
up
something to
Walker
here.
Walker
Bay,
Bay?
please Walker Bay, clean up your language, okay?
Okay, yeah. But what I'm saying is, right, Denali, right? Even though what we can say, hey, Joe was too old to run. Kamala was not a great orator that to come across to the people like she needed to, or whatever. But at the same token, we can't sit here and say that this is the greatest damn man and that this man is doing everything in his best for us.
Who said
Because he's
that?
not.
Mm.
Who said that he was the greatest ever?
He does. He say it all the time.
All right, okay. Let's go ahead and move it. Let's give
I want to say something to Charlie,
let's go
man.
ahead
I
and
mean
give
Walker Bay.
Riri an opportunity. Let's give Riri an opportunity. Riri,
Hi, Mr. Denali. Thank you
Riri again,
for
man.
bringing me up.
No problem. Thank you for requesting.
So I want to kind of like ask Mr. Walker Bay. I've heard his thoughts on Trump and what is going on previously and as well just now. So, Mr. Walker Bay, what I ask is, since you feel the way that you feel, what do you believe you're going to do to make things better? What can you do?
What am I going to do personally?
Yes, sir. Mhm.
All I can do is just keep trying to live through all of this madness. That's all I can do. Keep trying to make a living. That's all I can do
So that's the only
until they
steps that's
shut
the
us
only
down.
steps that you can take in order to try
That's
to get
all
your
I
voice
can
out
do.
there. Okay.
Well, I mean, listen, it's like right now, right? I'm looking towards working with some youth, because I know that the youth is misguided and lost. So eventually, I want to do something like that. So I'm reaching out to some people, and eventually, hopefully, everything will pan out, and I'll be able to go to the jails or whatever and
Oh,
sit down and talk to some youth.
Okay.
okay.
When I had asked you that question, I was thinking more on the line, like, because you feel so passionately about what he is doing, to a point where you don't agree with anything that he has done thus far. I was thinking more on the lines like maybe getting a group of people that are like-minded, maybe doing like a little protest in front of the Capitol building or the White House or something like that. Because as we sit
No, sister.
here, as we sit here and we get ourselves so upset and so worked up to call people names or whatever, and I wasn't here for the interaction between you two, but just to hear that, you're getting yourself worked up and calling people out of their names, you and her. It's like it's not going to do anything. It's
Yeah.
not.
No,
It's
Even
not going to
going
remove it.
down there to the White House in March ain't
Let's
gonna do
get
nothing
these
either.
Let's
listen,
get these
listen.
roles. We got to
You
finish this
gotta
gift
beat them
gathering.
in their own game. You
Let's
gotta
get
beat them
these.
in
Hold on,
economics.
Big
Let's
Mo.
finish up these roses, everybody.
Economics.
Okay, can you hold on for 1 second, sir, please?
Yes, sir, ma'am.
Thank you. Uh, no, I was just saying to Mr. Walker because I know he doesn't like Trump. We know he don't like Trump. We know he doesn't like Elon. So it's like, okay, we got that. We got that. We've been talking about that for weeks now, right? So what are you willing to do as a constituent, as a person that lives here in the United States of America, to make your voice heard other than fussing on these lives? Like, what are you willing? What extra steps are you willing to take?
Okay. Let me say this to you, young lady. Let me
Hmm.
say this to you, right? As my 85% of my sisters that went out there and cast that ballot for Kamala Harris,
Hmm.
right? Just like her and myself and all the people like me who have cast our ballot,
Hmm.
it's not our fight. We didn't cause this. We didn't start this. So if we go to the streets, right? Which I mean, it's taking a
Walker
lot
Bay.
to
What now?
not go to the streets.
Walker
But if
Bay.
we go to the streets, then that gives him the right to
Denali, can I interrupt
implement
1 second?
martial law.
Hang on one second,
He
Walker.
does
What is
that.
it? What is it, Gen X?
What happened? Come on.
There's above Peter's head. There's a rose that says 2 minutes left. I know there's 6 people in here that can click on that
Oh, I
and
gave him
finish
Rose.
that
I thought
game.
Jeanette.
Oh, there you
Hey,
go.
No,
Jeanette.
no.
Jeanette.
hang on,
Goddamn.
guys.
You gonna stop me for that?
Hang
Why
on.
can't I can't do nothing.
Louise, can you just wait 1 second, Walker Bay? So we need 12 different people to hit the rose. So we need almost everybody in the chat. Just go ahead and get a rose. Let's go.
I send you
I'm
about 30
trying
roses.
to. I
There's
just
No,
four.
it's got to be 12 different people have to do it.
There's 4
Oh.
more, and you got to click on the icon thing up there above Peter's head.
I
Above
did, but when I click on it, it said, "Oh, there it goes." Okay.
There you go. Sorry,
You
Walker.
talking
Bay.
No. That's important, Miss Gen X. Thank you for looking out for the show.
Okay.
Did we hit
All
it?
right.
I think we hit it. Did we hit it?
I don't know.
What's the young lady name down there? I can't see. Ree.
Riri.
Just call me Ree. It's fine.
Ree? Okay. Yeah, Miss Ree. See, they have a plan, right? For people, melanated people. If we come out in the streets, right, it's gonna be catastrophic for us, right? So we know that that's what they want. So we're not gonna give them what they want. We're gonna allow those people like the Republican ministers running around here now. You seen them this weekend, and they'll be out there this weekend, especially it's gonna be 80 degrees. They're gonna be all around the countryside. All you got to do is turn on your TV and see them. They protesting like hell, and as long as they doing it, then it's fine. But if we come out there, then that gives them justification to implicate that martial law and all that. So we're not gonna do that. You can't do that.
Now you do know it's not just the melanated people that feel the same way that you do. There are some Caucasian people that feel the same way and would be willing to go out there with you.
No, but listen. Again, we got enough Republicans right now. Understand, thousands of them out there. Thousands out there right now. You can turn on the TV right now and you'll see them. They out there protesting. And because they the ones that feel that he misled everybody. And he did. This guy here is a fraud.
I don't believe I got to be honest with you. I don't believe he misled. I think what he did was he was so what's that word? It's not the right word I even want to use. Excited. That's not the real word I want to use. But he was gung ho.
He lied. He lied, Reed.
He was ready.
I don't want to turn this into the Walker Bay re-show. Charlie, what would you like to say?
I didn't get a chance to finish.
Oh, okay, Miss Reed, go ahead because I've been hearing Walker Bay's face the whole thing.
I'm sorry. No, I was
not you. You asked him a question and he went on. So go ahead, Miss Reed.
Okay, I'll finish. Okay, all right. So sorry about that. Okay, so I just wanted to say that I don't see where the problem is. In all honesty, I'm trying my best to look at it on every side with an open mind. And I just don't see it. Mr. Walker Bay was saying that the eggs are high and everything. My gas is going down by 70 cents. The prices in the supermarket, to be honest with you, they have remained the same. They haven't fluctuated any. I don't see the issues that Mr. Walker Bay has. I just don't see it. I'm trying to find it because I'm still registered as a Democrat. I'm still registered as a Democrat, right? So I'm still trying to see it to make sure, that maybe I did make a mistake in voting for him, but I can't see it. I just don't see it.
All you got to do is look at what's...
So we're going to go over to Charlie. Charlie, go ahead, and then Miss Gen X.
Okay, I won't get Walker sparked up again, man, but I just want to say, Walker Bay, man, I come on here hearing you screaming again, man, and you screamed yourself to a headache yesterday, brother, man. Don't let this shit stress you out, man. Don't let, man, right. Trump gonna mess around and give you an aneurysm, man, because, I mean, like I said, I tried to catch you before you left yesterday. I'm like, man, come on, man, because you said, I heard your exhaustion, and
Charlie,
you said you got a headache.
Charlie, let's not waste
time. I'm going to leave it at
that. He's 64 years old.
Man, come on, man. Somebody got to remind people that, just take it easy, man. That's what we're supposed to do, Denali.
His wife probably tells the same thing. You think he's going to listen to you?
You never know. Sometimes it's when it comes from a different person, it can spark
Charlie,
something. But
you're,
we can move on to. Go ahead, and let Gen X go, man. It's all good.
you don't have nothing to say?
Nah, I'll catch on the next subject.
Charlie just need to take a chill pill and kick back.
All
That's what
right,
he
Miss
need to
Gen
do.
X and then Big Mo. Go ahead, Miss Gen X. What would you like to say?
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Ooh, I'm tired, y'all. I'm still dodging Elon, y'all.
yeah.
I
You still
know.
got,
Ain't
you still
that
got your
something?
white job? You still got your white job?
Yeah, I still got it for
Jen,
now.
before you start, can I ask you a question? Because we were talking about the federal workers, right? And my question is this: um, when if you get promoted, say where you work,
Now,
right?
let me go ahead and finish it for you, Miss Kim. What she wants to know is that when you get promoted, does your probationary period start over again?
No.
Not for federal service, but for that position.
For that position, you still have your tenure, but you have a probationary period in the new position, correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
That was
thank
Yeah.
you.
It's
and
just for
complete.
that
And
position,
you got
though.
to
You don't
understand,
lose.
you don't lose
You
your
don't.
tenure, but for that position, you are on probation.
Yeah, you
Okay,
don't lose your grade or your
Gotcha.
tenure or anything. You just
thank
have to.
you.
You have to. For 12 months, you got to be on your P's and Q's before you
Correct.
come into probation for that position because they can always put you back to where you were or downsize you or whatever.
Okay,
Absolutely.
thank you.
You're welcome. Um, and also the people that was let go for probationary period. I don't think that those people that you're talking about was part of that. Um, I think it was just the newbies, that ain't been in about a year or something, or however long their probation period is. But I don't know. What do we what's the
We're
discussion?
talking about
Eggs?
smaller government and whether or not government employees are special. A lot of people
Well,
don't work
yes, we're
for government.
special.
Okay, that's fine. We did the numbers. We found that 1.8 million federal employees in 2000 with 282 million people. And fast forward to 2025, 45% more federal employees. It jumped to 3 million as of September 2024. And the population jumped from 280 to 340.
Mm. Yeah, we should be about 350 by the end of the year. Probably about 350 million. But so you think that? So what are you saying? Do I think that we need smaller government?
Sure.
Well, in certain areas, yeah, I think it's bloated. And I'll be honest, even in my department, I think it's a little bloated. But the problem is we were understaffed. Okay, you have one person doing like three people jobs, right? And so they start hiring, but I think they took advantage of it when they got to go to hire. So I don't know. Certain areas may be a little bloated, but certain areas are still kind of understaffed though.
Yeah, well, you got to understand. Bill Clinton cut the jobs too, the government jobs of 400,000. So they all Barack Obama was supposed to do the same,
He
but
did do that.
that's what I'm saying. So
But they did.
why they
He
got
did.
a
Well,
He
problem
I'm
was
with
supposed.
wait,
saying,
let
how
me
is that
finish.
nobody can't finish their point?
Yeah, why do they have a problem with President Donald Trump doing it?
Okay. Can I respond to
Well,
that?
No.
well,
Can I respond?
Damn.
No, but I'm
Can I?
saying there's other people on the panel, and it's not the Walker Bay show. Peter
well,
Rabbit, would you like to
I haven't.
respond?
I didn't
well.
speak.
Before he responds, can I just land my plane?
I thought you. Oh, did somebody? Okay, go ahead, Miss Jeanette.
The only thing I wanted to mention was about the eggs y'all was talking about high eggs and stuff. But y'all got to realize during the Biden administration, they burn up all the chickens, right?
The
So
bird
we got
flu.
to wait for the little bitties to grow up so we get more eggs.
You're talking about the bird flu situation.
Now that's funny.
That's
Okay.
what I was trying to
All right.
tell Miss Mandalay,
So,
Gen X.
okay.
But can I respond to Big Mo? I haven't spoken.
Yeah, but Peter Rabbit was here.
No, I was up here before everybody, but I just been
She was up there
quiet.
even before me.
Yeah, I know,
That's
but she
that
was
Kimmy. How
producing it.
you doing,
Let's hear
Kimmy?
from Peter Rabbit. He hasn't spoken. Peter Rabbit, go ahead.
Okay, okay, I'll let her go. If she was here first, then she can
She's a
go.
producer. She has very
Okay.
carte blanche to come up
Oh,
anytime she
okay,
wants.
okay,
Listen, let me control the panel. Please, Peter Rabbit, go.
okay. So I'm kind of disappointed um, with what's going on between the people in this country fighting with each other about Trump, and he's the president now. We should all be supporting him, I guess. But apparently, I don't know why people are. I mean, they're destroying cars and creating violence now, and I mean, this is getting kind of ridiculous, don't you think? You know, I think everyone should actually support. He's only been in there for a month. I mean,
2 months.
so okay, 2 months, not quite
Then
2 months yet,
two
but
years.
so anyways, uh, I never, you know, to hate a person is one thing, but he's there to do a job, and he's doing a real good job actually in 1 month's time. If
Mm.
and I think if Kamala Harris is in there, it'd be business as usual, and there'd be more people coming into the country. There would be nobody would have found out anything about the corruption in the government. It'd be business as usual, you know, and nobody would be knowing anything about anything. So I think he's doing good in that area. I think he's, you know, really doing a lot for the country. He's you know, that's what I'm seeing. So I don't know why we're fighting about this whole thing when he's doing nothing but doing stuff for the country.
Wow.
You know, that's what I see. But
Okay.
if you're a Democrat, you're gonna hate him, and then you know, not even stand up for a child that has cancer, and just sit there. I just don't get it. Are they that, are they that childish and immature to hate so much, to show people? All I see is hate. That's all I'm seeing. I don't see no love, no compassion, no helping our country. We're just sitting there calling names and fighting with each other over what? Because he wants to make the country better the best he can, and we don't support people not supporting them. They're calling names and everything else. It's just childish. That's all I got to say.
All
Are
right,
you in?
look.
Hey,
And,
Peter
and
Rabbit. Are you in?
so-called
Peter Rabbit.
Christians.
Are you in a red state?
I want to play a video if that is okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
It's time to speak up. If you're a MAGA and you call yourself a Christian, I need to have a word with you. Because you see, scripture says that if you have an issue with your brother, you're to go to your brother. And that's what I'm doing right now. I am following the example that is outlined in scripture for when you have a disagreement with a fellow believer. You see, I was raised in a very conservative evangelical home in a red county, in a red state, and I still live in a red county, in a red state. I also was raised to know Christ, and I have followed Christ since I was 5 years old. I have read the Bible cover to cover. I've taught Sunday school and Bible study and can probably quote as much scripture as anyone out there. And I am telling you, if I didn't know Jesus and I saw the Republican Party of today, and I was told this is an example of what Christians are, I would run as far and as fast the other direction as I possibly could. Because what we, and I say we because I used to be there, what the Republican Party is showing is greed and power over generosity and kindness. It is selfishness over selflessness. It is oppressing the poor and the immigrant over helping the poor and the immigrant. The things that you are showing do not accurately reflect Christ. And brother or sister, I'm going to tell you, you need to choose right now. Either identify yourself as a MAGA or identify yourself as a follower of Christ, but the two do not go together. And because of what you are doing, you are harming the kingdom. You are pushing people away from the Jesus we are supposed to reflect. There is nothing scriptural about the policies that MAGA is pushing. In fact, it is just the opposite. We know, if you know Jesus, this would be the time in the Bible he would be flipping tables. And I am coming to you as a brother or sister in Christ to say, you got to reassess. You have got to reassess because you are pushing people away from Jesus. We are supposed to be salty and bright. We are supposed to be the light on the hill. And what we are projecting is completely unchrostlike. I'm going to ask you to think real hard about the policies of the Republican Party and the teachings of Jesus Christ because they do not coincide. And my friends, it's time to choose. You can be one or the other, but you cannot be both. I'm going to go out there and love my neighbor.
Amen, sister.
That lady
Amen,
needed
sister.
that lady need Jesus.
Amen, sister.
Miss Kim,
Yeah,
would
well,
you
what
like to
about
respond?
acceptance? What about acceptance?
Miss Kim, would you like to respond?
Yeah. So, what I wanted to say earlier was to Big Mo, about Clinton is Bill Clinton did that over an 8-year period and he did it through Congress. So, it was much more systematic. It wasn't somebody like Elon going in there. It was, you
Want to
know,
play Jenga,
he had,
honey?
hold on, could you mute
Yeah.
up, Mr.
I'm
Peter
really.
Rabbit? Thank you. It wasn't done in this manner. It was done more like the way Mr. Rowe talked about earlier. And then Mr. Denali, I had saw something earlier, but I did just look it up, and a federal judge
Would you
is
like to
likely to.
respond to the video, or you don't want to respond to the video?
No, I don't have nothing to say about that video, but I did just send you a federal judge is likely to give the government employees their jobs back.
Excellent. So then everybody should stop crying. Ms. Gen X, would you like to go? You had your
Of
hand up.
course, I would like to respond to that video
Go ahead.
because if she knew Jesus like she says and claims she does, then she'd also know that Jesus says, yes, to love thy neighbor, but also be weary of those to harm you, right? So, what do you mean, what?
No, I'm saying, go ahead.
Yeah. The only thing the Republican Party, as far as anything that I could see that she could be speaking of with the Republican Party, and she brought up immigrants, right? The Republican Party is not against immigrants. They're against illegal immigrants that comes over here that we don't know who they are. They could come over here to harm us. We have a right to defend ourselves, okay? And secondly, we do feed people. We're out there on the street feeding homeless. We're out there paying our taxes, given to welfare systems to help the low income. That's what we do. We're not saying we don't want to do that. We just want to stop fraud and abuse. I don't know what ungodly thing that could be, right? So for her to say that, but she thinks the Democrat Party is the word of God, the scriptures. I mean, which side is she talking about? Because I'd like to know what policy she's talking about that's against God
All the policies.
from
All the
the
policies.
Republican
None.
Party.
None.
All the
I'm going to
policies.
go to Big Mo. Big Mo.
Hey, I'm agree with her. She is blinded, and the people are blinded. God said He raises up kings and tear down kings. But one thing, God put it on majority of the people to vote for Trump to get this madness out of here because He was like, "Nah, I'm not with all of this LG and trans and all that other stuff. Man, look in the Bible, man. He said judgment on that kind of stuff. And then you talking about just open up the border of destroying children. He breathed into the earth. Come on, man. Y'all sound, I understand if it's importance of an emergency to have that, uh, that's between you and God getting that.
Can
But
I
just to
respond?
open up the border and say, hey, it's my right to do it. God said, let me tell you, explain something to y'all.
Can I respond?
God said, you've been bought with a price. You not your own. I don't care if you ain't a Christian or not, you're going to bow before him. I guarantee you, because I've seen it. Trust me. But go ahead.
Miss Ree,
You don't have to be a Christian, but
No,
you're
Mr.
gonna
Rowe.
see Jesus one day.
Mr.
Watch.
Rose,
Mr.
Miss
Rowe.
The
Miss
video,
Ree.
yes, the video was disgusting as far as I'm concerned. Um, and to be very honest with you, it sounds like it's causing more division. It wasn't like, oh, all of us come together. Well, if you think that way, then you're not of Christ, so you can't hang with me. Like, come on, really, grow up. That party believes in the trans. You believe in the ABs. Okay, what is that? How is that part of Christ? How is that Christ? If somebody can go in there and tell me or show me in the New Testament, not the Old, that ABs are acceptable and changing your gender is acceptable, telling God that he's wrong in making you a man or a woman the way that you come out, that's not Christ. And you'll never, ever convince me that it is. I
Can
land
I
my plane.
can
And
I
wait, and
respond to
I
what?
can I
Okay,
piggyback a little bit real quick on that. See,
go
the
ahead,
Bible
Big Mo,
says,
quickly.
all right. He said, uh, uh, as the potter in the clay, and he said to uh, of the people, he said, "How do you say I formed?" He said, "I formed thee even before I knew thee in the belly." But check this out. He said, "How can you say that to God that I formed you, that I made a mistake?" Basically, I can get that scripture for you. Like I made a mistake.
God doesn't make any mistakes.
Exactly.
Can I respond now?
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. O, and then we'll go
Oh,
to
hi,
Mr.
Mr. Rao.
Denali.
Hey, Riri. Okay, just like Riri said, God don't make any mistakes. All right, so I'm open with that. And in the Bible, everybody have either read their Bible, and somewhere in the beginning of the Bible, God loved us all. I mean, when we talk about God, we talk about God. God knows everything, and everything that is going on. God has done this. Yes, he have. He know what's happening before we know what's happening. So I'm going to land the plane by saying it was once a time that we didn't have rights. We, meaning black folks, we didn't have rights. We wasn't no better than a dog. A dog that eats steak and leftover steak off their master table, and we would eat hog maw because that's what we ate. So then all of a sudden we got rights. Yay, now we against other folks that have their rights. People are different. Let those people that are different live their life and live your life inside your home and then rant and rage inside your home. But other people have rights. If you're not knowledgeable about what's going on, make yourself knowledgeable because it's a reason why people are that way. And that's all I have to say.
Can
All
I
right.
say something,
Miss
man?
Gen
Let me
X had,
piggyback on Ron on that
hang on,
one.
Miss Gen X had her hand up.
All
So
right.
you don't give me a chance to respond to?
And you'll go after Miss Gen X.
I wanted to agree and disagree with Mr. Rowe. I do agree that God does love us all. He does. And I do. I love every human. I may not like. I hate sin, but I love the person. Right. The only pushback I'm gonna give you is fighting for rights. I don't look at black people fighting for rights the same as people fighting for rights to change a gender to go play against sports against another gender. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that's a choice. That they weren't born like that. That's a choice to be like that. You as a black man, you did not have the choice if you were going to be born white or black. God made you black. You were born black. You were born black in the womb. Before you were even born, you were black in the womb. You know, there's a difference. Um, and and people having rights, and that's fine. But when rights start infringing on other people's, because everybody's supposed to have individual liberty, right to happiness in this country, and everybody should be able to live how they live and how they want to live and love whoever they want to love. But except for the pedos, I will say no to that. But anyway,
What is the pedos?
uh,
Come on, man. You can't figure pedos. Pedo. Think about it. Finish Gen X.
but he knows what it is.
Older people that like children.
Okay.
But
Oh,
but that's all I wanted to say about that. And it's not that that we have to fight against people fighting for rights. But when your rights infringe on other people's rights, then that is a problem.
Just
And I
one
want
little
that.
quick response. Quickly. Okay, Denali.
yeah. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, Gen X, everything you said was pretty much dead on. I would agree with, except one thing. When you said as far as people changing their genders just so that they can play in sports, I disagree with that. And you don't have any factual information on that because I do not think Mike Tyson right now would want to change his gender to go box against female at his age. As far as, I don't want to use the word, but the different people, uh, we call them special people now, they are born that way. And that's all I'm going to say.
Gen X, I'll give you opportunity before we move to Walker Bay if you want to respond.
Are you talking about like the Special Olympics, Dr. Ray,
No, I'm talking
Mr. Ray?
about like JoJo.
Oh,
LGBTQ plus.
whether or not they're born that way, that's a debatable question, but in reality, it is a choice. He can choose to be with a woman or choose to be with a man, right? That's a choice. You cannot choose to be white. There's a difference.
Well, any human being can choose to be with a woman or a man. That's their choice.
That's just common
It's a
sense right
choice.
But
there.
I'm
That's
gonna
what
leave
I'm
that
trying to
alone.
say.
I'm gonna leave that alone so we can move on and let someone else.
Can you choose who to love?
Who you talking to me?
Anybody? Can we choose? Do we have a choice in who we fall in love with?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, you can choose.
Yes,
We do.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
you
choice.
can. I said you can choose, bro.
Wait
we
a second.
can,
So,
but they
hold
may
on one
not
second.
choose
Wait a
us.
second. Are you saying that you can choose to fall in love with a particular person?
Exactly.
No, I don't agree with that.
I agree with it because I did. Man, come on, man. When you start
You
making,
chose to
when you
fall.
start,
So, huh? So you're saying that the woman you always fall in love with the woman that you want?
yes.
Yeah, I would say yeah, right?
I've
Well,
had look. I was blessed.
okay,
Like
the woman.
when I decided I wanted to get married, bro.
Yeah.
I narrowed things down.
Okay.
Right. It was more of a thought. I want to have more kids. I want to be married.
Not
I got
a
married.
woman. Not a woman. The woman.
Right. So I narrowed it down.
And you chose to fall in love with her.
Correct.
So no one has ever been with somebody and you just something missing. You don't love them enough to be with them. No one's been there in that situation.
First of all, the reason people fought. First of all, it got to be a choice for you to push because at the end of the day, that's why people fall in and out of love because they don't love for real.
But once you're in it, okay, that's different as opposed to initially.
My love don't end once I fall in love. It don't end because I was all in on it.
Okay. I didn't know that you could choose who to fall in love with.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't choose who you become infatuated with. See, that's the
No, I'm talking
problem.
about
Hey
love.
Charlie,
I don't know if you can
Charlie.
choose
Most
who to
people are
fall in love with.
infatuated.
Huh?
Hey Charlie, I'm gonna put
Yeah.
him in a pretzel.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
All these women that come up here, don't you choose to either think they're a lady or a woman to be able to kiss them?
That no, it's based on initial looking, and I'm like, nope.
Exactly. It's a
So if I wanted to
choice,
choose to
right?
fall, if I wanted to choose and fall in love with your stalker, you saying I could do it?
It's a choice.
You
You
are you
choose not
okay?
to.
Okay, 1 second. Do
Oh
you
man.
think that I could choose to fall in love with that woman?
Somebody will.
No, not
Somebody.
somebody. I'm talking about me. Do
You
I choose?
personally,
Okay, listen.
exactly.
I'm
You
gonna
chose
make
not to
myself.
love her. You
Huh?
chose not to love her.
I,
You
I
chose
can't
not
choose
to love
that.
her.
I can't choose who I fall in love with. I can
Yeah,
choose who I'm
come
going to be
on,
around,
Denali.
but
That's
even
a
if I'm around a
choice.
woman, that don't mean I'm going to love her.
Denali, you want in order to love someone you choose to love, you sit there and you're putting in these applications. You're writing them off.
you
Now
choose to
there's going to
love
come
and
one
hate,
that's going to
man.
come along. You and be like, yeah, that's the one I choose. I would like to love.
Right, but what if I say I want to choose to fall in love with your stalker? Could I choose
It's a
that?
choice. It's a
Oh,
choice.
no way. I could never choose that. Come on.
Denali, I saw love in your eyes
Wait, who the
last
stalker?
night.
Who's your stalker,
Last
Did you
night.
Mr.
hear me?
Denali?
So
Late
you don't
last night,
choose
after
the
you
woman you
ended
date?
your live,
Come
you
on,
went on
man.
someone else's live. And I saw love in your eyes. Do you know that young lady?
That's not
That
true.
young, they didn't have but
First of
three.
all, Mr. Raw,
They,
I didn't have my Mr. Raw, I didn't
I
have my
already
camera on,
know
so I
who it
could.
is.
All right, please give me a second, Mr. Raw. I didn't even have my camera on, so how could I? How'd you see anything?
no, your camera wasn't on, but your emblem was there. You stayed on the panel, on that beautiful young lady panel, and you didn't say nothing.
What do you, Mr. Raw? I
Who's
was
panel? I'm kind
talking.
of
Okay,
curious now.
Kimmy,
what?
Kim, didn't you see that panel? You
Okay,
know the
all
name
right,
I'm talking
everybody,
about?
Mr. Rowe, you
We can
said
move on.
you saw love in my eyes,
Well, yeah, like I'm looking in your eyes now. I mean, I could tell.
but I
I
didn't
heard you.
have my camera on, so how did you see my eyes last night?
No. I saw you. I heard your voice. You know, you can hear in a voice, like see, like in right now in that your eyes. But anyway, don't worry about
No,
it.
okay, let me just
Look like
clear
you're
the record.
blushing a little bit there, Denali.
Bullshit. Excuse my French, but no. I did not. I was not in any kind of love with that woman last night.
Well, basically, I'll end by saying this. Maybe I might have said it the wrong way in the beginning, but I know Denali for been knowing him for about a year, and whenever he come before a beautiful young lady, he'll be like, "Oh, she's hot." And you was on the panel. They didn't have but three people, and you didn't say anything.
I did.
And you stayed.
I spoke a lot, and she had me in the big box, and I was speaking.
Oh, you spoke. Okay,
Yeah,
all
I spoke
right.
a lot.
You know who I'm talking
I'm
about, then,
talking about
right?
Jessica. I know who you're talking about.
All
24
right.
years old from New York City. Said she made
O-
80K, and she want her man to make 80K as well.
All right now.
Okay.
I know
Thing
exactly.
is, you can put
Anyway,
yourself in a
all I'm
position to
saying
fall in
is,
love.
what I'm saying is, do you, Charlie, you think I could choose to fall in love with Tara?
With
No.
Tara, let
Yeah.
me tell you how. Let me tell you how.
You gonna
You
give me a
ready?
formula? Get the
You
fuck
ready?
out of here.
You ready?
Go ahead.
Let's say I guess she live in the country or something, right?
You live in a trailer
Let's
park.
say okay, let's say you say I'm gonna try to fall in love with Tara, right?
Yeah.
You go move out there with Tara, you don't open up yourself to all these other little beautiful women that you like attracted to, the 5'9s and 6 footers. Guarantee you, bruh, within months, you buying into the ideal, you will fall in love.
No. You're
Especially if you're
wrong.
a straight man.
You're
Mm-mm.
wrong.
Mm-mm.
You're
Okay.
wrong. I would rather tongue
Charlie,
kiss
you
my
sound
dog.
crazy.
I would rather tongue kiss my dog Denali.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Oh
you
my
shutting it down on
gosh,
purpose,
Lord.
bro. That happens
What
all
a
the
tongue
time.
kiss.
Damn.
Hey, so Mr. D, can I proceed now?
Damn. Like tongue kiss
Yeah,
the
let him
dog?
finish.
Go ahead, Mr. Advanced Cooling.
Well, I'm gonna have to unfortunately agree with Mr. D on this. I've dated a lot of women, but I didn't choose to fall in love with any of them. It was something that happened through trial and error, hanging out with them, spending time with them,
Oh
and
man.
we fell in love together. But I never looked at a woman and said that I'm just gonna fall in love with you. Now I've looked at women and said, "Hey, I want to sleep with you" or something like that, but not to a point where I looked at a woman and said, "I want to fall in love with her." It
Right.
never happened like
There
that.
have been beautiful women that
Uh,
I've slept with, and I would never fall in love with them because I put them in a certain box for whatever the reasons are. You can't choose who you're gonna
mm,
fall in love with. Get out of here.
Choose
yeah,
who you
If you could fall
with.
but
out of love, you could choose. If you could choose to fall out of love, you could
First
choose
of
to
all, I
fall
didn't
in love.
choose to fall in love. It's something that happened.
that happened. Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
say you. I'm gonna fall. No, I dated him, and I said, "Oh wow!" I woke up and I said, "Fuck, Mr. Denali, I'm in love with this woman."
yeah. This situation feels nice. It feels
That's
normal. It
infatuation,
feels
man.
like
Love,
somebody I
love
want
never
to be
dies.
with.
First of all, let's compare. What's love, bro? You know who you love? You love your kids. There's nothing your
Yeah,
kids can
but there's
do
different
to
kind of
make you
love,
fall
though,
out of love with your
Charlie.
kids,
There's
huh?
different kind of love.
Yeah.
True love is love, bro.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Romantic love is not the same
Unconditional
love you have
love
for your
is love.
children. Are you
Unconditional
saying
love
that
is love.
you saying the romantic love is the same love you have for your children?
I love my wife unconditionally. Unconditional love, bro.
Maybe y'all
But
look
you
at it
use it.
a
What's the
different way.
problem?
I
Hey,
don't
but Mr.
know. Listen, I don't believe there's any
D-
unconditional love except for the love you have for your children.
Then it's not real love. Then
There's
yeah.
love. Wait a
What the
minute.
fuck?
Wait a
Charlie,
minute.
are you saying unconditional love? You think unconditional lasts between two people who are not blood related?
It can.
yes.
No. Okay. Well, listen, I
Yes,
disagree
it
with you on that
can.
100%.
Listen, but there is a difference, though. You can love unconditionally, right? Your children, your spouse, you can love them unconditionally, but you can love them. But then there's being in love. Now that's with your spouse, being
Well,
in love.
You can be in
can you give
love
me
and you can be in lust.
can you give me an ideal of a person, Gen X, that you can say, tell us right now that you can choose to fall in love with, not your kids, a man. And for the gentleman, give us a woman, ideal of a woman that you could just say, I'm in love with her.
Who, me?
Anybody? Yeah.
I was
Is
about to
there,
say I can't be in love with no woman now.
I'm just
Hey,
saying a man. I was
you
saying,
used to choose. You was in love with Janet Jackson. I love Janet Jackson.
yeah.
Y'all
Man,
Well,
these
listen.
y'all are
famous people.
nuts.
That's
Y'all are
Yeah,
lust.
yeah.
absolutely nuts.
That's not love. That's lust.
Love, yeah,
I
love is
know.
something you grow into. You grow into love. You don't just pick a person and
You're
say,
gonna
I love
choose who
you.
you're gonna
You
fall in
grow
love
into
with.
it. Yeah. Hey, but Mr. Denali, let me get back on the topic because
Yeah.
they was talking about the other things. I was listening to all the conversation, but that's one reason why I believe the founding fathers wanted to keep church and state separated for the simple reason that people believe different things. By us being a country that has so many different nationalities of people, there's going to be so many different beliefs, and all of that stuff don't coincide with each other. So some people believe that doing things this way means what it should mean, and some people mean doing things that way. The Bible tells us a lot of things about people in life. Tell us don't judge, but then you find some people say, "Well, he also say about the AB. Well, he also say about this. He also say about that." So it really is left up to your interpretation because most of us we're not really learned scholars of the word. We're talking about things that we went to church and we picked up on a few things and stuff like that. But if we was in a place where there was people that really were learned scholars of the word, the stuff we say probably wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to them. So with that being said, I think they should go back to that. Should keep church and stay separated so we can concentrate on the things that are really important to each individual and every right is due to a person. Now, saying that, I'm a straight man. I don't care what a gay person do. That's them. I don't agree with it for me, but I'm not gonna go out there and condemn them to hell for doing what they do. That's their choice. I don't have a heaven or hell to put them in, and whatever they do, they're going between them and their God, unless it's a law that we as a people decided that we were going to make and we were going to uphold that law. Then that becomes a different situation. So,
Well, that's what they did. They jumped on the.
Excuse me, Big Mom. Excuse me,
Yeah,
hubby. Excuse me, Big Mom. Excuse me. Excuse me, hubby. I didn't get a greeting.
What, Miss
hello.
Kim?
Man.
I
Miss
Well,
Kim,
did
let me
say
tell
hi
you.
to
go
you,
ahead, Big
Miss
Let
Kim.
me
Mo. Big
chime
Mo,
in.
go ahead.
I said
Go
hi
ahead,
to
Big
Miss
Mo.
Kim.
And
Go,
I'm
let
not
me
Big
go
talking to
Mo.
next.
you, Big Mo.
Go, Big Mo.
And let me go next about the video.
Hello,
Go
hello,
ahead, Big
wifey. How
Mo.
you doing? You doing all right, Kimmy?
Oh, I got to think of what I was saying. I was in the middle of saying something, and I don't know. I
Oh,
don't.
well, let me
But
go
I'm
so you can
okay.
remember it, Big Mo. For
Go ahead,
me, about the
Charlie.
video,
Go
about the
ahead, Charlie.
video,
Go
I
ahead.
just think she shouldn't invoke, like, especially evangelicals. You know what I mean? They vote in groups too, and they mostly go Republican because Republican offer them stuff. But at the same time, I'm saying she shouldn't invoke that and be one sided about it. Last time I checked, I'm not sure if anybody can tell me any religion or that has a church or a mosque. They got something at the door that you got to sign and say, I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat, I'm a this, I'm a that. You know, any labels, I can't come in. I don't think so. So why invoke church one sided? Church welcomes everybody, and Jesus that she's pushing welcomes everybody. God welcomes everybody. So you can't just say you're not a Christian or you're not a, Muslim or you're not this because you voted for Republicans or you voted for Democrats. And I think Jesus, if he was alive today, he wouldn't have nothing to do with this voting
He
process
is
on either
alive,
side.
sir.
Well, I'm just
he,
But I
saying,
don't think
what I
she
mean.
said she didn't
he
say that,
more
Charlie. She
alive
was
than
talking
we
about
are.
Do you
That's
think
for
I'm
she
gonna
sure.
ever
was,
get my
Charlie, she
turn
was talking
to
about
speak?
she was
Wait,
talking
say
about
Advance. Hold on,
MAGAs.
Advance.
She
Go
was
Advance.
she was talking about MAGAs and Republicans. She was talking about the difference between a MAGA and a Republican. She
Thank
didn't
you.
include Democrats in there.
That's
She
right.
was saying
No, that's what I'm
MAGAs and
saying. She
Republicans.
didn't include Democrats, so she's saying they don't love Jesus. Like there's a lot of Democrats that don't love Jesus.
Well,
Right. She
That's what
wasn't
I'm
saying
saying.
that it
No,
wasn't.
what
She
she
was
said,
saying
you
right.
can't be a MAGA and be a Christian.
that's
Those two
right.
can't go
Right.
together.
So she was saying that
Can
she's
I
a
respond,
Republican.
man? You let
She's a
everybody
Republican.
respond, but I haven't yet.
Go ahead, Walker, but you can say, but she's a Republican, and she was saying the Republican people that became a MAGA, but saying they're MAGA up under the Republican symbol. That's what she was saying she didn't agree with.
Well, we
All
got
right,
So
one
go
right
she,
ahead,
here.
walk.
Gen X, are you a MAGA? And do you love Jesus, Gen X?
Oh, she loves Jesus for sure.
And she's a
Listen.
MAGA, right?
Oh
I'm
my
not.
She loves
God.
Jesus before anything.
Okay, my point's proven then.
All
I'm
right.
not. But
Goodness
I'm not.
gracious.
I don't consider myself a MAGA.
Mm,
Listen.
okay.
Listen.
All right. I mean, not Charlie. Walker Bay, and then we got to go to Miss My Dear. Go ahead, Walker Bay.
I appreciate it, brother. I've been waiting
I
patiently.
okay. No need for that. Just go.
Okay, so for for what that video stated, just like Mr. Vance Coolin said up top, she was specifically speaking about the Republican Party that once was and the MAGA Party, and that how she was saying that it does not correspond with being Christian like. That's what she was talking about. She was like, you cannot say that the old Republican Party, who stood on family values and principles and righteousness and all of that, you cannot say that the mega party is that, because it's not. Because when you hear the mega people come up, they always talking crazy. And secondly, what I was saying I wanted to respond to what we said. When people say about God, right? You gotta remember, there's every culture, every nationality had a form of what their God was. So you can't just group as just one deity, because people have their own form of what their deity is. So we can't just make everybody Jesus, because Jesus wasn't even Jesus who was the Messiah, because there wasn't even a J when Jesus was on the land. So when you talk about these deities, you got to be very careful about what you're saying when you're talking about God, because Satan was a god, and people worship Satan. You know what I mean? And that's their God. So when you hear a person say they follow God, you got to be cautious and cautionary, because you don't know what God they're talking about, right? And so another thing to me, if you say that you don't, you say in one breath that you don't believe in AB, right? But then you turn around in the other breath you believe in capital punishment. So I mean, which one is it? You know, which one is you gonna which one is acceptable, or should they neither one be acceptable? It's just like if we was to say, if you had eggs over on this side, female eggs on this side, and male sperm on the other side, neither one can harm one another, right? But if you put them together, then you have something starting to germinate to become what we would call a child about to be born, right? But at the same time, do you have the right to get rid of that? Yes, you got the right. You got the right to do that, because under the circumstances, you don't know what the circumstances is. Because guess what? Just in the last year alone, how many YT men done did something to young girls and they got impregnated. They don't got the right to get rid of that child? Of
No,
course they do.
no.
What?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
But
All right.
it's people like you that will say, no, you got to go through with
Okay,
it.
can I ask you a question? What a child have done that if somebody that's on death row done took out a whole bunch of people?
Say
Well,
what?
you can't compare an innocent child being born in the earth compared to somebody on capital murder. That don't make no
Why?
sense,
So
man.
he's talking about the
It's
Walker
a
Bay. Just
life.
real quick before you answer though, Walker Bay. On that, the only reason I would compare AB to unaliving by the state. Now, I'm not really for the death penalty because half the time they don't even know who. There's a lot of people that got unjustly unalived because it was false accusal. But
Oh,
I
I agree
do
with that.
believe eye for an eye. Somebody do something to my kid or my wife, I believe in eye for an eye, and I'm gonna handle that. Now, I'm not with the state thing, but yes, I can say I don't believe in AB because I've participated before. This is a growing thing for me, bro. It's not
But
like I've
what is
always
the
been
difference,
like against
Charlie?
AB, but I'm against AB that's in my under my control. And
What's the
when it was
difference?
under my control before, I regretted the ABs I've dealt with, in my younger years, in my early 20s, and stuff like that. I regretted that. So as I matured, I'm like, I'm not for it because it is a life. Now, if somebody get raped and stuff like that, hey, that's for them to make that decision. But at the same
So,
time, it's not compared to capital punishment, man, because I believe in eye for an eye.
so what you're saying to me, Charlie, is that if someone, when a female goes through the process of bringing in a child, I think it's the first 5 weeks or something like that, that is the most dangerous time for them, right? And
Right.
at that point, right, uh, they have what they call carriages or whatever the case may be, right? So is that her
What's
fault?
what's the
Should she
Bro,
be
difference?
punished for that?
hold on. You just
That's
made an example, Walker B.
natural.
I just told you, everybody got to live to their own decisions. Now, if it was up to me, okay, Mr. Charlie is going to make the decision, AB or no AB. That's your choice. I'm not going to sit there and say you can't have one. I'm just telling you my opinion. That's all.
Do you remember the Ten Commandments, sir?
Do
Thou
you
shalt not
remember? Do,
unalive.
do you remember?
Yeah, thou shalt not the M word. So you
Right?
purposely in doing something, man, God gonna hold you accountable.
What
I don't
about the
care who it
part? What
is.
about the one that say don't tell a lie? What about
That
that one?
too. All
Oh, you forgot
liars.
it.
You better
You
believe
forgot
it.
it. You
You
forgot
you
that one.
you
All
you said
liars.
you sat up here and lied. You've been lying since you've been up here,
What I lied about?
Oh,
huh?
Tell me
Walker
You
what
Bay.
I
sat up
lied
here.
about.
You sat up here and said that Trump was the greatest man on the earth for you.
I never said that. I don't know where you now you up here lying. I never
Yes,
said that.
yes, yeah, you did.
All right.
Yes, you did.
Miss Gen X.
My
Yes,
trust
you
is in the
did.
Lord, not in no Trump. That's for
Uh,
sure.
Yeah, I was going to
Not
say,
in Harris, none of that. Oh, my
I
phone
was
hit
going to
me.
respond about, if you're not for AB, but for the unalive penalty and stuff like that. I've never been one for the unalive penalty. Um, I feel, I don't feel right about that either. But I'm definitely not for AB because um, if we talk about the scriptures, you can't just unalive innocent blood, right? And that's innocent blood.
so
And
so how?
wait, and you're right. Everybody has a choice. They have a choice to do what they want because God gave us free will. We have free will to do that. But I have my every right to cast my vote for the laws of this land. I feel comfortable knowing that I'm not voting for something like that, knowing it's against God.
Okay, so let me ask you this: you always talk about so many people and stuff like that. Should women who can't afford having children and knowing that, or trying to search for a career and mess around and get pregnant and decide that she can't afford to do that and trying to pursue another avenue, she don't have the choice to be able to do what she need to do.
Well, she had a choice before she spread the legs open.
Oh,
If she
so
knew
so now
if
is there
she
a law
knew
against?
if she
Is
knew
it,
she was looking for a career for a future and she had a future ahead of her, then she should have made better decisions.
oh, but
This is Walker Bay.
Things
This,
happen, Gen X.
I know
So
Walker Bay,
you
but
telling
listen.
me, is there a law against having smecks?
I know, no, but Walker Bay, let's bring this
Well,
home. Let's
against
bring this more
children.
personal, bro. Walker Bay, let's bring this more personal. Let's look at it like this. Like, if my daughter, you have a daughter, Walker Bay?
I do.
Let's say if your
20
daughter's
years
in
old.
her early 20s or, 19, 20, 21, 22, right? During that time. It's like my daughter. If my daughter came up pregnant for those reasons, not for grape and stuff like that, that's a whole different way of process. But it's a mistake she made. Personally, I'm gonna be against her AB because we're gonna make sure this works. We're gonna make sure that baby's taken care of. If you can't afford it, I'm gonna make sure my grandbaby's right. Now, if it's your daughter, I ain't got nothing to do with that decision. But I'm asking you, if your daughter came at 20, 21, 22 and say, Dad, I'm pregnant. I think I want to have AB. I'm on the fence about it, but I don't think I can afford it. What would you say?
I would tell her that's her choice. She got
So
to
you
make that
wouldn't you wouldn't you
decision.
wouldn't feel no way about it?
No,
You wouldn't want a grandkid, or you just say go ahead?
I have 11, Charlie.
I'm asking, man. Come on, man.
But
Don't
I have
Charlie,
11.
answer the question.
I understand your
Look what
point,
I'm.
Charlie. I understand your point, but what I think you overlooking in the situation is that she still has the right to decide. You could be a father, and you could tell her all you want how you disagree with her doing it, because you probably disagree with her going out here unprotected sex, but she did it, right? So with that being
Right.
said, she could still make that decision behind your back, like she did to have that unprotected sex to go somewhere and have an AB.
But why can't it be okay for me to be against it? Like Walker Bay just
It
don't
is
want to
okay.
answer
It
it.
is okay for you to be against
But
it. It
he
is
just want to he
okay.
don't want to answer it. You know what I'm
I
saying? He trying
can't
to be
answer.
politically correct.
Charlie. I would say to my child that listen. First of all, it takes two to tango, right? So I'm like, how do you feel about this person? And if they was like, well, Dad, it was a one night thing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Do she continue to say, well, you're gonna force this guy who don't really want to be involved in your life to raise your child together as a family and stuff? Is that what you want, or are you gonna make this other decision that you're gonna continue to pursue your school and your education and stuff like that? Which one, and try to maintain this child by yourself? You see, and she got to make that choice. She's an adult.
That's cool,
See,
man. We just think different. It's all good. We can move on to another subject.
she's an
Better
adult,
hot
Charlie.
topics. I got you.
She's an adult.
I got you.
And now, it's a difference when she's a child. If she's a teenager, then I got to step in, and I would personally have to deal with that decision because she done did something, and we will have to talk about it, and we have to, and still again, it goes back. It's gonna be the final decision, got to be hers because she gonna have to live with that the remainder of her life.
Right.
That's
I
why
have
you.
a
That's why you're a good father,
situation,
Charlie,
Walker
because you
Bay.
set examples for your kids to follow. You do the right thing. You try to lead by example. You give them something that they can see that the world don't offer. You give them a mother and a father that loves each other, that get along. You give them a dad that loves their kids, that let their kids know that they can come and talk to their dad about everything. That don't mean they ain't gonna mess up, but at least you give them the right example. And then so many kids don't get that. They don't get those examples. So they go out there and they let life teach them things. You know how it was. You said when you was coming up, a lot of things you learned from the street because life taught you those things. As you got to a certain age, you realized those things wasn't beneficial for you or your family. So you became a man that you were going to use those things you learned in life to make your family better. So you showed your kids love for your wife. You showed your kids love for them. And hopefully all the things you showed them, because the Bible speaks of that too. You teach them when they're young, and when they get old, they want to part from it. So hopefully all those things you did will be a good example for them when they get older, and they'll always be willing to trust and come to you and talk to you about anything. If they have any doubts, they'll ask you. Hopefully that's all we can do, man. Is hope for us. I got
That's it.
7 girls.
Now that's all you can do, man. I appreciate the
All you
input,
can
but
do,
like I
Charlie.
said, bro, at the end of the day, the AB is not banned. I would never say ban something, but I'm saying what I could say, what I'm against and what I'm not against. You know what I'm saying?
But again, Charlie, you could be against something but at the same time, you got to be sympathetic to those who have
No,
to
I
go that
don't.
route.
No, I
Bro,
don't.
come Walker Bay. I'm not bashing nobody, bro. Come on now.
No,
That's what I'm
God
saying.
gave me free will, and I choose not to condone it. I don't condone it. So why would I vote for
You have a right not to. You have, like you say, you have a
it?
right not to do that.
They have a right to. They have a right to rip limbs out of their body, and rip hearts and rip legs and feet out of their body and squish brains out of their body. And I choose not to vote for it.
Hey, Gen X, I got another one for you. Here's one for you, Gen X. So what happens when people who are born with both sexes? What do they do?
You don't intersexual. I mean,
They make a
it's
choice.
such a minuscule number.
Yeah, but still, it's
They can
still
make a
it's
choice.
still a lot that is a lot that has been born with both sexes,
Right.
right?
Yes.
And so what do they supposed to do?
That well, first of all, that's out the norm, as we call the norm,
But God is perfect.
the natural law.
You just said God is perfect, Gen X.
God is perfect, but what
So
we
then
do,
they was
but
perfectly born
listen,
with both sexes.
God is perfect, but there's things here on earth that men, and when I say men, I mean men and women, man here on earth, chose for us to put in our bodies, and it can cause disrupts to our genetics.
So it was something that the flesh did that
I mean,
caused
I don't know. It
God
could
had
have,
control
it
of it.
could have been. It could have been.
That makes sense.
Their mama might have ate some rotten fruit or something. I don't know.
But see, this was what I'm trying to say to you. You sit here and you say that you sit here and say that they have a choice. But
Well, they can't help they
these
were born
people
like
don't
that.
have a choice. They don't have a choice.
Exactly. They were born like that. They can't help it.
Okay, so
That's a
do they
bad
have
example, man.
so
Let's move on to something
so
else, Denali.
okay so do they have do they okay do people who are in the LGBTQ or whatever it is TGT and all that, do they have the right to be able to have the pursuit of happiness?
Hey,
Yeah.
Walker Bay. What was those letters again, man?
Yeah.
What was
They,
those
LJ
letters again?
LGBTQT.
they
Yeah.
do.
See, I
Walker
brought all
Bay.
of that up.
Walker
Huh?
Bay. They do
I
have
brought
the
all of
right
that
to
up
choose
earlier.
to be happy. Yes.
They
As
do have
long
the right to be so why is it that your people is trying to attack them now?
it's not my people and their own people in their own communities.
People in the Republic House, they try to
Listen,
rid of them.
Walker Bay, do you know how many LGBT are in the
No,
Republican Party too?
yeah, there's a lot of them.
Okay,
They
and they
fighting
don't
it.
they have different beliefs than the left does.
Lindsey Graham one.
They're against drags
Lindsey,
reading the children books in schools and stuff. They're against stuff like that. I'm
hey,
not
hey, hey,
against
hey,
their
hey, hey,
lifestyle. I'm not against the way they choose to live. I'm against stuff like parents' rights, going into sports, things like that.
okay, okay. So let me ask you this. So if they this is the big stinger that I hear from you guys. You saying that boys locker room have the feminine napkins in the facilities, right?
Tampons, yes.
Yeah, or feminine napkins. We ain't got to use the word.
You talking about what
Okay.
adults did?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they got feminine napkins in the boys'
In
bathrooms. You know
Minnesota,
why?
yes.
Yes.
Did you know why?
Yes.
Why?
Because there was
Girls that want to be boys,
girls
man.
that
They
wanted to
need
be
those.
boys and they went in the boys' bathroom, but they couldn't
Still,
be boys because they still bled like women.
no.
What do you
It's
mean? No?
because the reason why is because of the simple fact when girls play basketball, the opposing team has to go in the other locker room to play. So if they was to have a mishap, they got the product right there
Walker
for
Bay,
them.
stop it. Walker Bay, stop it,
That's a
That's
man.
that's
That's
lie.
That's
real.
no,
not
That is
why
a
Enough,
Minnesota
lie.
enough,
beat that.
enough.
Stop it,
no,
Walker
that's
Bay.
fact.
Hey, oh,
That's a
Stop it,
goodness.
Walker
lie.
Bay.
Oh,
Stop
That's
it,
Oh,
man.
fact,
goodness
man.
gracious.
Dang,
That's
that's
fact.
crazy.
Okay, listen.
How is that crazy?
I gotta. Okay, listen. I have a special announcement, as you can see on the back here. Hang on 1 second. Let me play our theme song.
I'm gonna do this order. Hear ye, court of spring. Denali is ready to do his thing. He don't want no tears. He don't want no lies. Above all, he don't want no alibis. This judge is hip, and that ain't all. He'll give you time if you're big or small. Fall in line that the court can meet. Peace. Everybody, take a seat.
All right. So tomorrow we're having an evidentiary hearing. In my case, Sean versus Mr. Denali XXL, laying out some of the evidence, the witness list, and those things. And we also have a witness who cannot appear on Sunday. So we're going to do a video examination and cross-examination, and then it will be played in court. Okay, it's going to be a subscribers-only event. Which we
Who is Sean?
Gotta let him finish, Walker.
No, I was like, who is Sean?
Let him finish.
All right. So tomorrow at 8 p.m. It'll be a subscribers-only event with a special witness who will be examined and cross-examined, and then that video will play during open court on Sunday at 8. Everybody understand?
Oh, so it's going to be replayed on Sunday.
Yep.
Is that correct?
One last thing. No, I understand.
I want to make sure that's correct because there's people who's part of the case that's definitely not, subscribers. I want to know, will it be played in court? Denali.
Man, well, you're not finished, man. You said you understand like you finished. I'm getting thrown off now, man. Damn. What the hell's going on?
I mean, that's what I said. Why am I repeating it?
No, but you said, that's what I thought you was finished, and I started talking. I thought that's what you was talking about. Walker, baby, one last.
Yeah,
I'm finished. I'm
missed
sorry.
it. I missed it. Can you repeat it, Denali?
What?
I missed it.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mr. Charlie. What's the one last time?
Well, this one last to throw Walker Baker. He tried to prove somebody wrong. It was a silly argument. The tampons in the bathrooms inside the school, Walker Bay. So the thing is, opposing team. I got daughters that play sports, man. Opposing teams do not go into the boys' bathroom inside the school.
Not
so the argument you had is ridiculous.
The locker room.
Man, we're talking about the bathrooms inside the school.
Ain't it? The bathroom inside the school?
Yes.
I don't know nothing about that, Charlie.
Okay, there you go. Let's move on.
I don't know nothing about that.
Okay.
But I'm going to say good night to you guys because I'm getting ready to go spend some me time with my wife.
Excellent.
Mr. Denali.
Take care, brother.
Mr. Denali, there is somebody in the chat. It's one of Tara's friends. They keep asking why she's muted. I said it's your show, and they're saying if it continues, we'll take care of it. If she's not a part of his show and doesn't want to be I don't know, to be bullying is mean. I'm just letting you know.
How am I bullying anybody?
They're talking about her being muted. I don't know. I'm just telling you what's happening in the chat.
Kim, that's Tara.
Okay.
That's Tara. She keeps getting new names. She ain't got but one follower on there.
Oh, okay. But the court case, I missed what you said about the subscribers and that whole thing.
Right. Yeah. It's Mr. Advanced Cooling coming through. The Cash App, thank you. Everybody. Mr. Advanced Cooling over in Duval County. That's another way that you can support the show. If you're not into gifting, you can go ahead and hit the Cash App, or you can take the $ sign off and hit the Venmo as well. Yes, tomorrow will be a subscribers only event where we're gonna have an evidentiary hearing in the Miss Sean versus Mr. Denali XXL, and then there's a special witness who cannot appear on Sunday. That will appear on video or whatever you want. Yeah, I guess it's video and then that testimony will be played in open court on Sunday. So they'll be examined and cross-examined on tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Mr. D,
Does that make sense? Yes, Miss, my dear.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
No,
I was
How can they be admissible to court if Sean can't even be there? Like that doesn't make sense.
Sean
I'm
can be.
confused.
What? Are you a lawyer for Sean?
Excuse me?
Are you a lawyer for Sean?
I am part of his team.
Are you the representing counsel for Sean?
No, I got him
Okay,
his
I
list.
spoke with his representation.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make.
No,
I
I
mean,
mean you don't have to make sure because his representation will make sure.
mm, I am
Okay.
paying for his representation. So.
Listen, but you got a lot of questions about his representation.
Miss My Dear is up there wanting to speak.
Hey, my dear.
Okay,
hey,
go ahead, Miss my dear.
because I got to go in a few minutes.
That's okay. Go ahead.
I wanted to comment. Well, you guys have changed about 3 or 4 different subjects.
I know it's all over the place
I
today.
got to clear my head which one I want to speak on.
Mm-hmm.
I want to comment on Advanced Cooling's comment regarding Charlie, and I'd like to include Walker Bay on that too, because
Are you talking right into the phone, Miss my dear?
is this better?
A
I
little bit
can
better.
do
Go
that.
ahead. Let's try it. Go ahead.
Yes.
I would like to comment on Advanced Cooling's comment on Charlie, and I want to include Walker Bay on there because
Go ahead.
what I've listened on the panels, Walker Bay is a good father and grandfather. So, it's nice to hear, especially young men, that often to be a better husband, a good husband, and a good father. Because a lot of our children nowadays in the, poverty community, specifically the black community, some of the brothers are just not there. And so it's good to know that a man, you know, is trying to
Handle
be
the
a good husband
responsibility.
and a good father. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Me
now, the
too.
other thing I wanted to speak on was the lady that came on and was talking about the MAGAs, not Christian against.
Yes.
Yeah. The Bible says, judge not, lest ye be judged.
Mm-hmm.
And I have read the Bible 3 times in my life, but I don't know. I tell my son all the time because he's into that and he knows the Bible. I don't know why I can't quote a chapter or a verse except Psalm 53. Everybody knows that. The prayer, night prayer. But, you know, you can't judge a whole group of people. The Bible is saying, judge not, lest ye be judged.
Correct.
You can't group a whole bunch of people like all Magnus, if they're Magnus, they can't be Christian. Are all Christians, are all right. You have to judge people. Now, this is where I differ with my children. I judge people as I see them. I don't group people together.
Okay.
Unless they're with a group that I don't agree with.
Got it.
Okay. So that was one thing I wanted to comment on. Another thing about love. Yeah. I, I wanted to get up here on the subject of love. And I must have pushed the wrong button like I've done every now and then. And I got on this other live, went straight to them. And the lady said, "Oh, now we got somebody on our panel. Stay up here with us." I said, "No, I was trying to get on another live, but I pushed the wrong button." "No, stay up here." I said, "Well, whose live is it?" She said, "BB." I don't know. I don't know who this is. But anyway, so I finally got back on him. To me, and I have experienced love before in my life. Love to me, in love with me, uh, and also I've experienced um, lost my train of thought.
Okay.
Um, but I believe that you could, like Charlie mentioned, you can be infatuated with someone, with a man or with a woman.
Right.
You might like the way they walk. You might like the way they dress. You might like the way they do conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But I believe only God can put love in a man's heart. And I guess the woman's heart, and probably it works for me too. because I don't fall in love with everybody.
Right.
But when God puts something in your heart, you can't wipe that out. If you just like the person for certain specific things, then that can change. Or it can wear off. Or you can get bored or tired. You know?
Right.
But when God puts that love in your heart for a man or a woman, mm, you can't tell me. And I was listening because I was like, let me try to get educated. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Things change. But I don't care. I still feel it in my heart that if it's not just infatuation, just like Charlie said, then, you know, if it's love, it's love. Only but God can put something in your heart.
Correct.
And I believe that. And
Yep. I agree with you.
I land my plane because
What
I
a beautiful sentiment by Miss My Dear. Absolutely. 100%.
Nice word, nice word.
Mr. D, can I say something to Mr. Benny?
You want to do what now?
Say something to Mr. Benny?
Okay.
Mr. Benny, first I want to tell you a very special happy birthday. And second, I was listening last night as I was putting my granddaughter to sleep, and I do owe you an apology, and I do apologize for my not so kind words.
Well, your words are received on this day, Kimmy. I thank you for your growth. I thank you for your open confession and an apology. And I look forward to the days of going forward and growing more as we're doing today. Thank you for that.
Fabulous.
Thank you for the happy birthday as well.
Birthday, Mr. Benny. Hey, Mr. Denali, one quick
And
side
it's,
note for you, Mr. Denali. Denali.
I'm here, sir.
Yeah, I'm not up to point on this terror thing because I heard you say the stalker thing. I couldn't put it together, but now I kind of see what y'all was saying when Zenex said that. Let me ask you this: Is you and Tara? Is it past fixing, or is this something that's just something y'all going through? You want to answer that?
Can I answer that for you, Mr. Denali?
Next subject.
Because I don't know what it is. I'm just asking, is it past fixing? Is it some
Can,
beef, or is it
can I?
like I'm done? Like,
I think she better call Tyrone.
I love that song.
don't let them confuse Mr. D. Don't let them get crazy.
I
You
just
know,
don't want to run into her in the TikTok streets, and she be like, "Oh no, we cool," but I don't. Like I said, I don't know what's going on. So.
she's problematic, Charlie.
Oh, okay, I'll leave it at that. But hey, I'm just asking.
So, Kimmy, I want to say to you, I am really proud of you, sweetheart. I really am. I knew it was in you, and I knew that you, at the right moment, you would come and do the thing that you knew you had to do for the right reason. And I am so proud of you, and I love you even more.
Oh, thank you, honey.
Well,
Oh, that's
I'm
so
so,
sweet.
oh,
I'm
girl.
sorry, folks. I wasn't laughing at advanced cooling or Kimmy. I was laughing at Denali facial expression.
He's such a hater. He's a hater.
Charlie, he's not answering you because he
Um,
don't want to give her any clout.
drop me down. I'll try to come back later if he's still on.
Okay,
Oh,
Miss
for
My
sure.
Dear.
Like,
Yeah,
thank
it's an honest question. Like I said, I don't know what happened or what's going on. I just, heard y'all speak on it.
She called Mr. Denali a liar and a shit starter. Or that's my words, but I'm kind of, what do you call it?
A setup
Paraphrasing.
artist. A setup artist.
Yeah.
I get it now. All right,
She's addicted to the show. She can't let it go.
And she told
got you.
Jeanette she want to be black.
She told Denali she want that chocolate.
Listen.
And we always knew that.
All right. So, Mr. Benny, you talked to your client, right?
I've sent word about tomorrow. I received your message. I will be present.
Okay.
I'm still enjoying today our birthday month, but I will be present in court and like I need to be.
Will your client be present, Mr. Ben?
Yeah, he'll be present. He should be. I sent message.
That's what he just said. So
Well, he's not a subscriber, so that's the reason I was
Still a
asking.
conflict right here.
he's not a what?
He's not a subscriber, so that's the reason I asked the question: will his client be present?
Well, as long as I'm present in court,
That's a
as
lie.
long as
That's a
I'm,
lie,
long as
Mr. Benjamin. That's a lie.
How about you guys take your team's conflict behind the closed door and not bring it out into the public?
I will. I'll talk to Mr.
Good,
Benjamin.
thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Benny, do you mind me asking how old you are today?
Not at all. Gen X, I am 60 years young today.
Oh, the big 6-0.
Yeah, I'm in the club.
Uh-oh. I
I'm
got
in,
7 more years.
I'm in the club now.
Go ahead, Denali. What you want to
Go
say?
ahead,
Oh,
Denali.
nothing. Okay, all right, cool. So that's the situation with the case, and we have another case that's listen, it's already been settled. I just got to draw up the papers for if you were here earlier today. Oh, where is it?
What case was that?
We have a case between myself and Mr. Edwin.
Oh,
Mr. Edwin?
Mr.
you
Edwin.
settled, Denali, or he settled?
Did he what now?
With who settled?
What do you mean? Nothing's
You say you said they have a case that been settled.
no case that's been settled as far as it's going to court.
Oh, set. Okay.
Set. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh,
Who,
wow.
Wait
You
a
got
minute.
another
Wait,
one?
wait. What happened to the what's that?
who's
Wait a
the,
minute.
wait a minute.
Edwin. When that happened?
That
Who's
happened
the
today.
defendant?
Man, that's
He's the
a good one.
defendant. I'm the plaintiff.
What
Oh,
happened
you're the
today, Denali?
plaintiff.
What happened?
He can't talk about the case.
You can't talk about
He's
that.
being charged with defamation of character and more charges to follow. So
Wait, so you can't be Judge Denali. You got to change that up there.
it's Judge Denali's court. Whether I'm sitting as a judge or someone else is sitting as a judge, it's Judge Denali's court.
Hmm.
Does that
Mr.
make
Edwin
Man, I
said
want
he's
to.
bringing. Mr. Edwin said he's bringing in a outside attorney,
yeah?
someone that
And
we're
you
not
got to,
familiar with, but is a
and you.
pit
Am I
bull of
am
an
I
attorney.
hearing am I hearing this correctly? You're charging someone with what you're being charged with?
What do you mean?
No,
Wait, hang on one second, sir. What am I being charged with?
Maybe I misheard the
What am I
charge.
being charged with, Mr. Bennett?
You said discrimination, am I correct?
Did I say discrimination?
Did you just say that?
Do you think I said discrimination?
No, maybe I misheard.
But
Did
it's
you
right
say?
there on the
Oh,
app.
oh, you said defamation of character. Hmm. That's pretty much close to what you're being charged with.
Tell me what I'm being charged with.
Discrimination, which is basically in the realms of defamation of
It
character.
is?
Yes, sir, it is. Look at the law books.
Okay. Discrimination and defamation are the same thing?
Yes, because if you discriminate against the individual, that individual has a character. So if you discriminate against a
I hope your
person,
client is not listening to this.
well, I'm just describing what's on the page. I'm not specifically talking about my client. I'm
That
talking
was a
about what's
good
on the
one.
page.
Hang on a second. Let's go with it. You know me.
Okay.
Defamation meaning. I should know this by heart, considering. Oh, fuck. I spoke. Defamation meaning. Okay. Defamation.
Defamation. The action of damaging the good reputation of someone, slander or libel.
Okay.
Correct.
Definition of discrimination.
Here's the definition of discrimination. The unjust or prejudicial treatment of different categories of people, especially on the grounds of ethnicity, age, sex, or disability.
Ooh, look how common that is.
What?
Look how common it is. Did you not hear it?
Common.
Yes, sir. Together. You might need to listen
We
to
might
them.
have a case of malpractice happening here.
Oh well.
Monday
How
morning.
about? I'll tell you this. I am so very good at what I do Watch how well I sew.
Well, there's
So
I
Denali,
Mr.
is
Wright
this
is a
something?
Mr. Wright is a seamstress.
Is this thing with Edwin is
You
similar to
must
what
gonna be
happened
make that.
before?
You're gonna make that shirt that the Cosby kid, the oldest one, made for Theo. The
Oh,
Oh
Gardner.
Gordon
no,
Gartrell.
I wear all Italian. I
That's the
wear
shirt.
as
That's
you
gonna be the kind of suit you
as
put
you'll
on.
see
Oh
as
God.
you'll see as you've seen from previous court cases. I wear all Italian suits.
Hey
Remember?
Denali, so this Edwin thing is it like
What does your
contingent?
Italian suits have to do with
That's
defamation
how
and discrimination?
I appeared in our last court case. I
Well,
was in a suit and
listen.
tie.
Because he's a
That
professional
Italian suit,
attorney, sir.
that Italian suit is like when you walking in the desert and you see a tall glass of water. You're like, oh, I got to get to it, and then you find out it's just nothing but sand. That's what that.
I think I won.
He's a
I think I
professional
walked away.
attorney, sir.
Wait a minute. I
Hey,
think I walked away. Wait a minute. I think my client won the case.
hey, didn't Joe Pesci wear a Italian suit in Cousin Vinny when he
Yeah,
was a
and a
lawyer?
cowboy hat.
Oh, he wore a tuxedo. He wore a
Oh, wait a
tuxedo.
Oh, he
minute.
wore
I love
Texas.
that
Oh, that's
movie.
right. That's right.
I love that movie. That's my movie.
And a
He wore a
clown.
Oh God.
tuxedo,
I'm
Charlie.
gonna have to rewatch that movie because
He wore a
man,
tuxedo. He wore a
That shit was
tuxedo.
hilarious.
I love that movie. Yeah, but it should be a good day, Mr. Denali. Good day.
and you know what can win cases is a key witness.
Yes, and I, have some very good witnesses. Very good witnesses.
Well,
How are
Charlie,
you?
Charlie,
How
we
are
need to
you,
start a
Doctor
pool.
Shay? Doctor
I
Shay, Gen
I hope
X,
you don't got 10 witnesses.
good. Doctor Shay, Gen X,
He
and
come to
everyone
win the
on
case,
your
ma'am.
show.
So whatever he brought or bring to the case, it is what it is. He come to win.
I thought
No, because we limited them. We said all the
they limit
cases
the
going
amount of
forward wouldn't be
witness.
more than 4 witnesses because they was going too long.
How would you be able
Art,
to limit?
you got to
How
ask
would one
candidate
second,
because
Doc?
she's the
How would you be
judge.
The
able to
judge.
do that?
You
Dr.
have
Shea,
to
are you a witness?
How would
absolutely.
I
Oh, it's
just
over with
like
for Mr. D if you're a witness. It's
yes,
over with.
Dr. Shay is a witness, Mr. Rowe is a
Oh,
witness,
it's over
Gen
with.
X is a witness,
Mr. Rowe,
Madam
too?
Shay is a
Oh,
witness,
Lord.
Hunter Girl is a witness. We have several witnesses.
Well, I don't know. Dr. Shea alone gonna tip the odds in your favor. But Mr. Denali, he's a trooper. He gonna fight to the end. He believe in victory. He's never lost a fight, so he don't know how to lose.
Mr. Denali is my special witness.
You have a rookie judge and a rookie lawyer.
Mr. Denali is my special witness.
Oh, you gonna call him to the
Damn.
stand?
Mr. Denali is my special witness.
Oh,
Oh my
Lord.
God.
Boy, Mr. Benny, you got some stuff up your sleeve, don't
And a
What if
book
he
I
and
tell
a
what
you
book
about it.
what if
and
he
a
don't take
book
this what if
and
he
a
don't
book
take the
that I
stand?
and a book that I've been writing in for 3 days now.
What if he don't take the stand?
He does not have to
you?
take the stand because Mr. Denali is the stand. All of his
Mm.
videos, all of his tapes, all of his words. I don't
Oh,
need him.
Damn.
Lord.
I don't need
Absolutely.
him.
Damn.
The most inclusive show on
The
TikTok.
most
This sounds
inclusive.
like a 2 day trial.
I
Yeah, I don't
don't
think I'm gonna
need
come
him.
to court that day. That's gonna be a rough coat.
That
I
shit
think
is
I'll
gonna be
be.
two
The jury,
No,
days.
it's
the jury
inclusive.
gonna fall asleep.
It's going to be open and closed.
We better change the subject, y'all.
Yeah.
Mr. Bennett, do you predict a time limit for this trial? Do you have an
Yes, I
idea how long it
do.
would take you to
I
prove your
predict
case?
no more than about 2 hours to 3 hours.
Okay. Okay. Hmm.
And I
Well,
will
you know,
walk.
Mr. Denali got a bulldog of attorney now.
I
Not in
will.
looks, but in
Do it look like
tenacity.
Benny scared? Does
I,
it look
He
like
I,
Mr.
doesn't.
Benny scared?
I hold
He
her,
doesn't.
her I hold his
Hey, they,
I hold his attorney to the highest esteem.
Hmm?
But I,
hey, look, they have three good attorneys in a row
but I,
on the box.
but I,
Gen X, Mr. Benny, and Dr. Shea.
but I
Well, Mr.
hold.
Bennett, I got a question for you, Mr. Bennett. A man of your stature, a
Yes, sir.
man with your gentleman qualities, how are you going to feel going against a attorney like Mr. Denali's attorney? I know
I,
you have much respect for the women, and you don't want to do anything to damage her character or damage her ability. So, are you willing to take it easy on her, or is your
I'm,
gentleman instincts gonna come into play and you're gonna kind of like let her slide? Or what?
I'm looking for the opportunity for her to inform me and teach me about the things I may not learn and know in reference to the United States Constitution. And I'm looking for the opportunity to teach her and inform her of some things that she may not know about the United States Constitution.
What about a plea bargain? Do you see her partaking a plea bargain? Are you gonna offer her a plea bargain
That's
to what she can?
I will put it on the table, and it will be up to her and her client if they decide that the evidence is just a little bit too strong to fight against. And then I'll talk to my client, and I'm more than sure because it's only our intention to build, not to tear down.
I understand. I understand. Okay.
I have a feeling he ain't
Dr.
gonna take
J, are
it
you getting
serious.
kicked out? What keeps happening to you?
No, my phone just died and I plugged it back up. Earlier I dropped back down.
Don't be
Um,
messing up the algorithm.
Yeah,
I I
Take it
no
easy, honey. I
comment.
don't want you to be back in court. You know they'll have you in court in a minute, so you better kind of take it easy. Leave
it's
Dr.
been a
J
lot
alone.
of it's a lot of lawsuits going on around here.
I
I
know.
Yes,
know. I
yes,
know.
I'm have to
yes,
up my
honey.
fee. I'm gonna have to up my fee and stop going with this pro
Yes,
bono.
definitely.
This pro
Mr.
bono.
Rowe, Mr. Rowe, were you in
Hey,
here today when that happened with Edwin and Denali?
Oh, what
it
happened?
depends. It depends.
Find out what
It
happened.
listen,
What?
We can't
it did
talk about it, but
no,
it depends.
listen,
I
it
done
did
been
not happen today. Edwin came to
right.
the panel. We were having a regular panel, and Mr. Denali just decided on something in the past that he would bring up charges. And
And
they
Right.
agreed.
Oh,
Well,
Denali. So this is from before that thing that happened before.
Yeah.
my service.
I probably
Mr. Edwin
I
said
probably
he's a
know a lot about it.
TikTok councilman. He has a stake in TikTok. He worked for TikTok, Mr. Edwin stated.
I just after my business is taken care of, I would like them to know that I'm non-partial and that I offer my services to all. I'm just
oh
gonna
my God, Mr. Benny Wood.
There you go.
Woo-wee, look at it, boy.
And yeah, there you go. That's sharp there.
That's what I'm talking about. My cousin Benny.
Denali,
I love it.
you should have put my cousin
Cousin
Benny.
Benny,
My
Yeah,
cousin
right?
Benny.
cousin Benny.
They do.
Gen X,
My
you had
cousin
me
Benny.
laughing so hard the other night.
Yeah.
When you said that Benny is definitely gonna win, oh my God, you had me dying so hard.
That's
Oh yeah, my cousin
my
Benny
cousin Benny.
Yep,
instead of Benny.
That's nice.
my cousin Benny.
Hey, Mr. Benny, you know Gen X warned them they better be careful because you you
Mm,
you got this.
Mr. Benny.
Can't mess around with Mr.
Mr.
Benny.
Benny, he knows his stuff.
Mr. Benny.
Dr. Shea is not a joke either
I'm
now.
hoping Mr. Denali will take my services and use them once he wants
He
to.
tricked me out when he said he violated his First Amendment, Fourth Amendment, and the 14th Amendment. I said,
Gen X,
I said, damn.
How does having three lawyers work though? How's that gonna work?
it's a
Well,
dream team. I'm just a witness, but I went and got Mr. Benny because I felt Mr. Benny was the right person for this particular case because Mr. Benny have knowledge from the beginning.
Hmm.
Hmm.
which has
But then y'all said
amalgamated
there's another person like EK or something. Who else is the other lawyer?
there. Mr. EK.
Hmm.
Mr.
Where's
EK.
the ring?
Y'all gonna be teaming up on Cherie. That's not. I don't know if I like that.
It's not going to be a
They-
team up, sir. It's going to be a respectful conversation of which um, the honorable candidate will decide whether or not either side has merit or you don't. It will be a fair trial. Mr. Denali and I both will do the best that we can to present our cases.
Hey, have y'all seen New York Hate Trump? Because, you know, that's who Denali was talking about in the beginning, but have y'all seen him lately?
I haven't seen him.
No, I've seen him on another live, but not in here.
Oh, okay.
You wonder why he quit coming in here, Denali. You ain't run him off, did you?
No, he calmed down some on somebody else's page.
I want to know why
MAGA run
Denali's,
him away.
why is Denali ignoring us?
He wanted to be on the jury
Yeah,
Denali.
in the trial.
Denali?
yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Disco with an E. Desco. They was a little upset. Goodbye.
Mr. Denali.
Denali, come here so I can see the pink bows on your head. I'm not gonna
Come
throw the
on, buddy.
pink
We
bows.
ready to load it up.
I'm not gonna throw the pink bows if you ain't gonna sit there and wear them.
He's
All right.
showing out tonight. What y'all did to Denali?
I
I
think
don't
Mr.
know.
Benny
He
might
seems aggravated.
Mr. Benny might have to drop. Y'all done stop talking since I come up here now. I don't know
Mr.
what's going on.
Denali, what happened to New York Hate Trump? Like, is he okay?
Nothing
Or
happened. He's perfectly fine. Nothing happened.
you
You gotta
sure?
go.
Get that bull off my hat.
There you go. Go
Are
arrest.
you positive? I think you should reach out
Which
to him.
he's perfectly fine. Trust me. Trust Mr. Denali.
That's your team?
I'm sorry.
So is
Is
this the
that your
Edwin
team?
thing go back towards the skin bleaching thing?
No, I can say no to that.
Okay.
Will
Which
Mr. Edwin show up for court?
Oh, he'll be there.
Because he's running the
Uh,
TikTok streets these days. Will he show up for court?
Edwin
He
gonna
said he's
lose.
gonna show up and he's gonna have hundreds of witnesses. I mean, hundreds of people on the show. He said he's gonna advertise this to the fullest
Edwin's
because
gonna lose.
it's his intention to make sure that he win this case. And you know how he talk. He said he gonna make sure everybody in TikTok know about this.
But
He
Really?
probably
everybody
bring he
listen,
probably bring a DJ for his lawyer.
everybody everybody on the panel
and
could hear me offering my services because I would love to be able to take that whole crew down.
let's go.
That
Clear it
that
out.
whole
Right.
crew.
I don't know, Mr. Benny. Is Edwin. He's part of the TikTok, counseling
Edwin,
board.
along with Straight Facts and several others, Straight Facts the Liar, and others would like the opportunity, but I'm not going to give it to them. They've extended themselves, but there will be no one who will be able to come on Mr.
Yeah,
Denali
I'm riding,
at
Cowboys.
our
Go.
family house and come at our family, and I will stand with them. That will not happen. I will not extend my service to them.
Mr. Denali, are you okay? You afraid or
Afraid of what?
I got his back.
Mr. Edwin?
Am I afraid of Mr. Edwin?
Yeah, they say he's bringing all these people to make sure he wins
Where's he bringing him to?
to court.
Who's court?
Well, he might request for a change of venue, so
That pink bow is absolutely ridiculous.
The other day when they hit you with that for the first time, I was tripping. What the?
Well, listen, Mr. Denali,
Everybody. Hey, listen now.
how you doing,
Yo.
Mr.
Good.
Denali has become very litigious lately.
Yo yo.
Mm.
Yo,
Hey,
yo.
everybody.
what?
No.
It's Mr. Benny's birthday today.
Who?
Oh. Happy birthday, Mr. Benny.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
You didn't see the
Benny, what
comment?
is your
You
first?
didn't see
What
the
is your
comment,
first
Yo-Yo?
birthday?
What comment?
It's my birthday, everybody.
I'm excited.
Did you miss it, Miss Yo-Yo?
Six
Yeah,
years
I'm
I
of
love
cooking.
that video
Oh,
this
okay.
morning. That was very
Well, Benny, why
nice.
don't you put it in again so in case anybody missed it?
hey man, 6 years a milestone. I
I
hope
didn't say it wasn't. I said, why don't you put it back in the chat so everybody, anybody that missed it, sees it.
that was just for the page for the people that was here.
I
No?
know. I'm saying put it again so because Yo-Yo missed it.
I
Okay.
missed it.
Yeah, she missed you asking for birthday wishes.
Asking for birthday wishes. You think that's what that was?
What do you mean?
You think that's what's asking for birthday wish?
When you say, "Hey, everybody, it's my birthday," what were you hoping to get from that?
How it wasn't a hope to get anything. It was informing individuals because no one would know it unless I told them.
And what do you think comes with when you say it's my birthday?
Hey, it's his
Happy
special
birthday.
day,
I
Denali.
didn't
Why
say it
don't do
wasn't. I
that?
said put it again so he can get what he
It's
wanted.
the same.
You
The
had a
same
whole
thing.
party for
The
your
same. Wait a
birthday,
minute. Wait a
Denali.
minute.
Is it okay for us to say
What?
happy birthday? You had a
It's the
whole
same
I
party.
thing.
said put it in there again because
No, but the same thing came with my birthday that came with your birthday a couple days ago.
What do you mean? What came with it?
Oh,
You
you guys,
came up and
look
you
at his
stayed up
clothes.
all
Wait, I
night.
came up where? Where did I come up?
Didn't you come up on your birthday
Where?
on the page?
What page?
This page,
What's the name of this page?
Mr. Denali's page.
Right, I didn't go anywhere else saying give
Right.
me a birthday wish.
No, okay. So I came up and everyone else came up to your page, Mr. Denali page,
Correct.
and wished you a happy birthday.
Right.
Correct?
Are you trying to equate you and me on this page?
Absolutely, because all he said it was his birthday, so it's
All
okay
I
to
said
say
I
is
happy
said
birthday
put it in
to him.
again so he can get what he wanted.
oh well, maybe you think I'm here to get gifts.
No, I don't care. I'm saying Yo-Yo missed it. So many other people may have missed it. So I was just saying put it again so people know.
Okay, well maybe I'm the only one that's missing it, and everybody else might be catching it. But maybe somebody else is hearing what I'm hearing. Y'all want to speak on it?
Hear what?
You being indirect,
No, I said why don't you put it in again because Yo-Yo missed it.
Mr. Denali. You know Mr. Benjamin is so sharp, so sharp.
Are.
What's
You're
your
a
point?
heart,
I don't
Mr.
think I was
Benny.
saying I
Thank
said
you.
what I said. It's just I
Wait
don't know
one
if there's
second.
anything I should
Thank
add to it.
Hey, before y'all get
everybody.
started, hey Denali, hold on. Before y'all get started, I gotta go.
I want
Appreciate
to thank
everybody. I'll holler at
everybody
y'all
for the
tomorrow.
gift.
Bye,
Uh,
Charlie.
Charlie
thank,
always dips out.
Later, Charlie.
thank. I want to thank
Mr.
everybody
Benny, I
for the
sent
happy
you a
birthday.
heart. Happy
Yeah,
birthday.
there you go.
I
Wait,
wanted to say thank everybody for the happy birthdays and thank
listen.
everybody for the gift.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You wanted the celebration. No one
Because
said something just idly. They say it for a reason.
yeah, but I said it's my birthday,
You did. I saw it.
right? But that's what I meant to do to
I
let the
know, but I'm
panel know
saying,
it's
what were
my
you?
birthday.
You were not hoping. What did you think you would get when you come in and you say it's my birthday?
Happy birthday.
Right. I said put it in again so that people that missed it could give you what you wanted.
No, you said do it again so Yo-Yo can see it.
Well, I know
Well,
what not.
Yo-Yo is not the only one in here. There's other people that may have missed it.
Well, I
But
know what not to do in May.
No, all I'm saying is, Mr. Benny, go ahead and put it in again just in case someone missed it. And then you try to equate me having a birthday party on my show to you saying happy birthday.
no, I was equating us both celebrating our birthday. That's it.
And I just all I all I said
And
was
next, don't come in here
all I know.
advertising your
Listen,
birthday.
I'm not Dr. Shay. I will not.
whatever. I
Y'all
said
will
what I
not know
said.
it's my birthday.
It wasn't anything indirect. It was very straightforward.
Just send an inbox so we know it's your birthday.
I love the pink bows, Mr. Denali.
Yeah, I love him too. Why is Mr. Benny here messing with me, yo? What is wrong with
I,
him?
listen,
Fun.
it's fun.
Mm-mm-mm.
Because you're
I
being a
didn't.
sourpuss, sir.
I'm not. How? Okay. Can you explain how I'm being a sourpuss?
Look
Because
at your
you
face.
act exactly. I don't like this whole aura tonight. What is
I'm
going
asking
on?
you. No, I'm saying, what is it that I said that says I'm a sourpuss?
You was like, well, you asked Benny why he put it in there. Was he
I
what he
am.
was? You was asking what he was looking for
But
by
he told me what he got. What he was looking. He was looking for happy birthdays, and he got
right,
it.
but that's not nice.
Why isn't that nice? It's a fact.
Just
It's
and
not
then
coming off nice.
thank you.
It was a fact, though. He put it in there to get happy birthday wishes.
And I'm
Listen,
excited. It says big 6-0. I'm excited.
Listen, awesome. 6 decades. I hope that I'm able to make it. All I did was state a fact that he put it in there to get happy birthday wishes.
all I
It's
am
you
stating that
said
we
it.
seeing your reaction and we didn't like it.
But
That's
next
not
week,
ever. Listen, do you think it's the first time that I say something people don't like? I'm used to it. When
next
people
week,
like it, I'm like, I need to give them a cognitive test to make sure that they have the sound mind.
I'm gonna put mines in the chat next week.
Go right ahead.
Is it yours, Mr. Rowe, next week?
Next week,
And
I'm a
you don't
March.
put it in the chat, Mr. Rowe.
Last
You
day of
might need
March.
to
I'm gonna
send a
tell y'all
message.
now.
Listen, I don't control it.
March
I don't.
20.
I don't control the chat. I don't control the chat.
You're right. You better be lucky that Mr. Edwin lets you seek around these TikTok streets, sir.
Sure. Listen, again, I just stated a fact. People don't like it. A lot of people don't like a lot of shit I say. That never stopped me from saying it.
Hey, Edwin said that he allowed Mr. Denali to roam the TikTok streets.
I think I
That one
might
old
have
pimp from back in the days.
maybe,
Well,
maybe I should
bro, he's
do.
only 5 years older than me.
Mm.
Jay, he got the hall passes.
Yeah, the
He's a
whole
hall monitor.
I mean, back in the day, he's 5 years older than me. I mean, that's all he is.
How old is he?
You
You
see,
right, yo yo.
you see, Mr.
You
Edwin, he's
remember
five
that?
years older than me.
He looks older than
I don't know about that. I'm just saying he's five. All I'm saying is he's 5 years older than myself. That's
I'm saying,
Yeah,
Mr.
I thought he was older than I am.
See, Gen X,
Yeah.
now you're going to get in
and
trouble, Gen X.
again, I'm just stating
What?
the
I'm just
fact that he's
saying.
5 years older. Well, now I guess 4 years older than me.
He
But
might be
Y'all,
Mr.
state.
you lied to
Denali,
me.
I'm
Y'all
sorry.
lied to me. Y'all said black don't crack.
Well, he must didn't get that
She
gene.
said that's a lie.
he
He
didn't
must
show up.
he must
He
didn't
didn't
get
show
that
up the
gene.
day that they was
Yeah,
giving the
he
credit.
skipped the line in something else. I don't know what.
Hey, Mr. Denali, don't forget to play your theme song on court day now when you walk into the courtroom. The
Yo, yo,
champ is
I'm
here.
getting here
Champ is
for it,
here,
ain't
100%. Don't worry, it's coming.
I? I'm being called a charge. I keep on.
No charge here, but I mean, just stating
Dr.
the fact. That's all.
Dr. Shay, you remember the Brady Bunch episode when what's his name he was the hall monitor and he took it too serious?
You're writing up everybody. Look at his stuff his ass in the garbage can.
You
Head
remember the
first.
Brady Bunch episode?
Yeah, I remember that episode. Bobby thought he was a hall monitor walking around with his badge. Like, dude, get out of here.
Yo, I had a cousin
If
like
I was
that.
that, would be like, nigga, shut your ass up.
Look, listen, I had a cousin like that in school. He was a hall monitor.
Like they jobs real serious. Them
He
home.
sure did.
Like, you don't get out of my face.
I told him that. I said, you better get out of my face before I tell your mom.
That was funny, yo yo. He said that shit.
Oh, he also said, I'm supposed to bring this to you guys. He wants to do a battle. You guys want to battle Edwin's people? I told him I would bring it to the family. You guys would make that decision.
We got to recharge.
Sure.
I thought we
Sure.
decided on the
Okay,
on
listen,
the
Miss Kim.
oh,
Let me, please.
I was asking you a question. Damn.
When's he want to do a battle?
What I'm saying, if I said it, then why you think I forgot what happened?
Mr.
Who's
Denali, ain't
the
nobody
Hold
man?
on one
scared.
second. Miss Kim, do you think I forgot what happened? Miss Kim?
Who's pen?
Miss Kim?
Somebody in the bathroom.
Is Miss Kim there? Miss Kim? Mr. Advanced Cooling?
I think she's ignoring you
Why would she be ignoring me?
because you have a air of sarcasm tonight.
No, I don't. I didn't forget what I said. I was telling the
I'm
Mr.
being
Advanced Cooling.
honest. I'm being honest with you. You have an air of sarcasm tonight.
Yes, I agree, Mr. Benny. There's a dark aura going on.
A what aura?
A dark aura.
A dark aura.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got a black cloud hanging
What
over
was
your
the
head.
black? Tell me what the black cloud. What did I say?
I don't know what happened today. I just
No,
got.
I'm saying what did I say tonight that gives you that impression?
I mean, you've been irritable, like an irritable feeling.
Well, okay. If I'm saying something, I said Mr. Edwin wants to battle the family. What do you guys think? That's a pretty definitive statement, right?
Yeah, we don't care. Like when. Just say when.
Right, I know, but Miss Kim said, I
No,
know
we ain't
he
scared.
thought something else.
Right, Gen X?
Yeah.
We have no fear. Set it up.
What? We ain't scared.
No, I know. I know we're not scared. Okay. All right. I'm gonna. Maybe I should go take a shot. Is that what I need to do?
Maybe go get you a shot or
Yeah, go
something.
give me a shot since I'm
You
the
need
one
to
that's being
loosen up.
irritated.
You need to loosen up. You seem tense.
I don't think I'm tense.
Maybe you need somebody to give you a massage.
Hey, everybody on the panel say "I" if he seems tense tonight.
Yep.
I.
Yeah, a little uptight.
I
You need somebody to give you a
Bubba.
All I'm
massage on that
saying
new
is,
couch.
if I see now you want to talk, I would like for you to come off of mute, Miss Kim.
Kim, please don't make it worse. Come off mute.
You're not working for home, so you need to come off mute. Don't worry.
You don't want to be hollered at.
I didn't.
Her feelings are hurt, man. I can tell you why. Tut,
Hey, I
tut.
want to ask y'all something. How y'all feel about me and Kim doing that challenge, the couples challenge on the show?
Hey, man, I like
Couple
love, man.
challenge.
I like
Yeah,
love. Man. Anything
yeah,
Y'all
with
gonna
positive is good vibrations. How about that? I like good vibes.
yeah,
what
with the
kind
guy,
of
What
this
couples
would
challenge, Advance?
would it be singing the song? So
Oh,
I'll
don't do
sing my part and then she'll sing her part.
are
it.
y'all seriously gonna do that?
what? I can't sing.
Oh, you
I'm
I
here
can't?
thought you
for
I
it.
thought you were gonna do the singing.
I am, but
I
I
can
gotta
too.
have a partner to sing it with me though.
Oh no, they'll
Hey,
be
hey,
cracking
can
up.
I pick the song? Can I pick
I'll
the song?
I cannot sing.
Hey, can I pick the song?
What is it gonna be? As
I
long as it
can
ain't
hum.
country.
I want Islands in the Stream
Okay, how
What?
did that go? Give me the hook to it
with
so
Dolly
I can.
Parton and Kenny Rogers.
Oh
Shut
no, I
up.
can't do that.
You remember? Listen, Islands in the Stream.
Who's
How can we
Oh
be
yeah, I remember
wrong?
that one. I
Sail
remember that
away with me to
one.
another. That one.
No.
Yeah,
who's
I
competing
had.
against you, Advance?
Well, it's just a song that we was gonna do. I wanted her and I to just do a song together. That's all. It's no competition thing.
Oh, I thought it was you were gonna do the couples
Mhm.
challenge.
I
Yeah.
thought you were gonna do the singing, not me. I can't sing.
All right.
Hey,
Well, I'll
y'all.
pick a solo song.
Fair
Hey,
practice.
Advance. Y'all could do Solid as a Rock.
Yeah, we could do that. I think I can do that one.
And we're solid.
Gen X, stop.
What? I'm trying
You're
to help
just
y'all out.
you're being goofy.
Kimmy, you better start practicing. Your husband want to do a song. You better practice.
Hmm.
No, he's supposed to sing to me. That was the whole thing. I cannot sing. I don't care how I've been practicing all my life. It hasn't gotten better.
Hey,
I
Kimmy.
can't sing
Okay.
neither, but I'll sing.
Hey, Kimmy.
No, you can sing, Jen. I've heard you sing.
Cannot sing.
Jen, I've heard you sing. You can. You can carry a note. I cannot
Hey,
carry a note.
Kimmy.
Huh?
Do you know this man up here claim you?
Yeah. I
Okay.
claim
Well,
him.
all right. Well, I didn't know because he definitely let me know. Yeah. He said, "Let me talk to you, here, young man." I mean, it's like
They
he said.
TikTok husband and wife, Mr. Benny.
He said, "I need to let you know something there." Yeah, I like how you responded there to my wife, man. And he said, "No, no, that's my my wife now." Yeah, that's pretty much like now. I just gotta let you know now. I ain't said much, but there's a line now, and I appreciate you not crossing it. I said, "Okay, then." I didn't do that. I respect that. I respect that.
Yeah,
You
I
got my
appreciate that,
back.
Mr. Booker.
Oh, he definitely got your back. He got your back, man.
Mhm.
I think I heard Advance say one time to somebody about taking some bass out of their voice before they talk to his wife.
Oh, listen, he got a back. He got a
Yeah,
back.
they be coming at it pretty hard sometimes, but she don't settle down a little bit too, so it's working its way out. It's
Yeah,
working its way out.
They need that song that the cowboy did for Tracy Chapman. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a cowboy who did Tracy Chapman's Red Car over. I like that. Give me a little red car, on up, get away from here.
Now we're gonna sing that one. Let me hear you tell me you love me. Let me hear you say you'll never leave me.
All
Ooh,
right.
girl, that would make me feel so right.
Okay,
Sing.
Advance.
Let me hear
That's
you
right.
say you want me. Let me hear you say you'll never leave me, baby, until the morning light. And then your part come in.
Oh man.
Let me tell you how
Now,
much I love you. You
go
can get
ahead,
it, Kim. You
Kim.
can do that part. You can do that part.
I
We're gonna
can't.
price a little bit.
I'm so cheesy right now.
It's only three. It's only like three little lines. You can do it.
I
Did
can't
you
do
say
it.
I'm so cheesy right now?
Yes, I'm like grinning from cheek to cheek.
We have a good time. Dr. Shay, what you think? You think we can pull it off?
Yes.
I think you could pull it off.
Yeah, but what Dr. Shay think? Cause she pretty straightforward. She ain't gonna pull no punches. So what you think, Dr. Shay? She
You
probably
woke.
wouldn't even. Dr. Shay, are you there?
Dr. Shay, did you ever sing a happy birthday to Denali
No,
like Marilyn Monroe?
no, I didn't sing happy birthday to Denali.
Oh, I thought I missed it.
No,
Oh, Dr. Shay, you think me and Kimmy can pull that off?
you and Kim could pull what off?
The song you didn't hear the song we was just singing a minute ago?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I had started listening to R. Kelly sing this residual song from
That's what
prison.
I was just about to say. I was just about to ask Kimmy if she heard that. Did you hear it, Kimmy?
No,
Ain't it somebody his
R. Kelly did
family
the
spending
residual
his money?
challenge. It sounds good.
Yes.
fuck him. I mean, excuse me,
Denali,
but
play the
I don't listen to
residual
him.
challenge by R. Kelly.
I don't do him.
It sounds good, don't it,
So
Dr. Shay?
yes. And Kim, let me tell you this. I was one of those people that really was against him, but something he said last week, man, you know what? I'm dropping all my feelings.
What did he say
You sure you want to hear it?
in that interview with those two ladies that did that podcast?
I don't know, but oh, it probably was. I'm not sure, but he was stating who even started the whole thing doing that, who do it more than anybody else in the world, and
I
how
know it was his relatives that did it to him, right?
yes, but what he was stating is yes, he did it, and yes, things happened to him, as a child that kind of brought in like a demon, but he's stating that there's a group of people that do it who do it more than anybody in this world, who started this, who are the most um who are more perverted than most, that get looked over.
Hmm.
And
I know who you're talking about.
The
yeah,
people in church?
no, you got to go listen to the
Who?
interview.
Just tell me, girl. I ain't gonna
Just
listen
go
to it.
listen to the interview.
I'm
Cause
not gonna
I
listen.
like no, 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 I
Who,
don't want
who
to.
are the
I don't do
people?
the offend. I don't want to offend. But
Oh, the people in the community?
no, you gotta go listen to it, Kim. Yeah, I mean, you gotta go listen to it, and it makes sense though. Like, it's sad
Did you
because
listen to it, yo yo?
everybody should be held accountable for those type of things.
I know, but I just want to know what you're talking
Everybody should be
about.
held accountable. If one person is going to be held accountable, everybody should be held accountable.
Did
I
you
think I
Yo
know who you're
yo,
talking. I
did
think
you
I know
see
what
the
group you're talking about.
upstate
what do
case?
you think? Who?
I think she's talking about. Uh, will you tell me if I'm right, Dr. Shay?
Hmm.
Are you talking about like priests and stuff?
Yep.
I just
Okay.
said people in the church.
Because
Well,
I just
okay.
said people in the church.
Because
well,
for
it's
some
not
reason
only
they
the
never
people.
go to
It's not like the
jail.
only the people in the church, but it was
But
like
that's what I meant. Yeah, that's
yeah.
what I meant. Well, I already knew that. We all
Altar,
know that.
the altar
Because for
boy.
some reason they don't go to jail. They just get sent to
I
a different
know.
church, and I never understood that.
Yeah, I don't
Yes.
understand that either. But yeah, we know that because they got outed. But yeah,
It's weird how they don't go to jail.
I don't know.
The Catholic Church paid settle up. They settled their cases.
I don't. I'm talking about criminally, not civil. I'm talking about the fact that they did it.
Don't have nobody to go against it when they settle up and give money to the family.
And you know what probably happens? I think it comes out a lot of times when it's children. It comes out so much later. the statute of limitations maybe it's up. But
I
they've
thought there
changed
was
those
no
laws
statute
now.
on that.
Well, they have changed those laws now, but for a while there was a statute of limitations on that kind of stuff.
It's really sad people would rather have money because I blame Aaliyah's parents because if they would have did something, then maybe a lot of things after wouldn't have happened.
Well, it's not going to change the fact of what happened, but a few $1 million sure would make it easier.
True, I guess. The sad part is
He
that
even went deeper. He
well,
went back into slavery. You know, like he went real deep into like where stuff even started from. Like it's sad.
Dr.
Which
Shay,
one?
do you feel like the parents should be in trouble too?
Absolutely, because I would never expose my children to any such thing.
I don't understand how your young daughter doesn't come home for days. I don't
Yeah,
get
because
that.
all you thinking about is a check. It's not enough money in this world worth
Right.
anything to happen to my kid. I'd rather be poor with my kid in a one bedroom shack and we just trying to make it than to sell my child off for anything.
Exactly.
Well, remember the documentary, Dr. Shay? One of them signed over parental rights.
Crazy. That's what I'm
Maybe
saying.
that makes sense.
That's the stupid thing right there.
And then what's her name was in the closet too. Remember he had his wife in the closet too. I was like, how are you in the closet? Dr. Shay, could you imagine your husband putting you in the closet?
Exactly.
I wish I would stay in the closet. You're right. You're right.
We
Speaking
had her
of,
in the closet.
Yes. She was in the closet too.
Mm.
His wife. But they weren't like locked up. They were able to come and go. It wasn't like he had them where they couldn't leave. It was like they were coming and going every day. It was weird.
You just had so much money and power. They were just, it's crazy, man. That stuff become addicting. People can go in the world, do anything they want to do. And when sometimes people get exposed to those things, the little act they have to perform, it seems minstrel to the life they live. I don't agree with it at all. I mean, I got 7 girls. I would never, ever allow any of my kids to do anything if I had something to say about it. All of
No,
my
I
girls
meant
are grown. Yeah.
yeah, Vance. And when you first hear about it, you're sitting there thinking they're locked up like a dungeon, but they weren't. They could come and go. It was like weird. They were
Yeah,
there choosing to go every day. It was like weird.
they was
I wonder
mentally
how did
locked
the
up.
priests, like all the people, like in the Catholic Church, like what made people start doing like those type of things? And then I just think about all the little boys over the years. They're probably really mentally messed up and could have never said anything because it was frowned upon. You know.
Well, then those priests wasn't allowed to marry, so they couldn't have a wife or anything, right?
Yeah, and they only had access to the boys,
Hmm.
and they can't have a wife. And men have urges,
They can't have sex
Yeah.
either. So they had him
right?
with the closest thing to him.
Yeah, and they have urges.
Yeah.
well,
So
that's when you use your hand.
You get tired of that after a while. Yes.
I agree.
Oh, Uncle,
When I
you
was
always.
I took like a religious course in college, and I never understood like if God made a woman for a man, like I never understood why they couldn't have a wife. Like I
Or they
never
couldn't have.
understood that with the nuns and the
Right.
priests. I never understood why they couldn't marry
Oh
if
yeah,
God
yeah.
made gave
But,
Like
a
what
but they
wife.
have
Bible do they read? Like I'm
And
they
kind
have
and
of.
relationships now.
the nuns can't either. So why they didn't just get
Right.
it in with the
Why don't they
nuns?
just get together? That's what I'm saying. That's
Right.
the point I never understood with that religion.
Hmm.
They just
Maybe
married each other.
I think it has something to do with Adam and Eve when they when the woman ate the apple and got Adam to do it. I think that's why, because the priests are supposed to be so much like God, like they're supposed to be as close to God as they can, and the sisters supposed to be as close to Mary as they can. So they can't involve themselves in things that have to do with sex because that takes them out of their realm of understanding what they're supposed to do for God.
Yeah, but God told us to go out and multiply.
Yeah, he did.
Be
But
a
those,
woman for the man, so that doesn't make sense.
But
right?
you know what else I never understood? Like, say in the Christian faith, is like in a church, a deacon can't be divorced, but a preacher can still be a preacher, and he's been divorced. I never could understand that.
A deacon can't?
Not supposedly.
I didn't
A
know
lot
that.
of Baptists, a lot of churches won't let you be a deacon if you've been divorced.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. You don't supposed to be a woman preacher. Some of them don't. They won't not sit up on a woman preacher.
I don't believe in that either. I don't
Hmm.
believe a woman should be a head of a church.
Well, the woman is the head of my church.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, your wife, is she the head of her church?
No,
Oh,
she.
your church in your
Yeah.
house.
No, 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 no. I was talking about the church we go to. It's like a
He's,
mega church.
he
So
said, "Not
Oh,
my house." He said, "Not
oh,
my house."
oh,
no, no,
okay.
no, no. Not in the house. I'm the Lord. I'm the Lord and Master in here. I'm the king of the castle. Don't give me no hassle.
Oh, but your wife is part of the church, right? Isn't she like high up in the church?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Well, I'm just saying, some churches don't believe in that. You
Oh,
know,
yeah, you're right, Gen X. I hear that all the time, man. I questioned it when I first became a part of that church because I'll say the bishop, that's his wife, and the bishop went and started another mega church in Atlanta, and he flied in and out in his jet. So the wife is the head of the church in New Orleans. The bishop is the head of the church in Atlanta. And when he come to New Orleans, he's the big man. He's over everything. I said, hold on, they franchising churches.
uh-huh.
It's not supposed to be that way.
That's one of the money making churches.
Well, you
Yeah,
can't be. Well, you technically speaking, you're not supposed to be a bishop unless you have a lot of churches up under you. Now, I don't know the exact number,
exactly.
but a bishop's supposed to have churches up under him. That's how you
That's right.
become a bishop. Yeah, you get so many churches, then they elevate you to a bishop, and then you can
That's
go
right.
to. There's some stages of bishop. You can actually be a high level of a bishop and all that stuff. That's when they start wearing those gowns like the Catholic priests wear and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Advance. And as a matter of fact, before he left out of New Orleans, he had three churches in New Orleans, and the ministers that came up under him, when they went out and got a church, that came under the the ark. But
And all those churches pay him. All those churches send him money. He get money
Have
from every one of those churches. So some churches that have like 35,000 members, the bishop he get a take of the money from those churches. So if he got
have
100 churches, then 100 churches pay him.
have you guys ever heard of Bishop Noel Jones?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Bishop. Well, for a long time, I don't know if he eventually finally married that lady, but he wouldn't marry this lady. He called her the first lady, but he would not marry her, probably because he had a bunch of women. But usually they're married. They still might have other women, but he wouldn't marry this woman. And the other first ladies and the other that were first ladies with their bishops, they used to talk about this lady so bad, like she was a hoe. They had a TV show at one time that came on. I think it was OWN. But I like Bishop.
Now, some churches, their pastor wives, they don't consider themselves as a first lady. They actually don't want to be called first lady because that kind of like indicate that there's going to be a second or a third. So they
mm,
just rather be called lady, whatever their name is. They don't call them first ladies. Some of
Oh,
them
interesting.
don't. Mhm.
Denali might know about uh I wanted to say Greater St. Stephen's in Atlanta. Have you ever heard of it, Denali? Denali. He's looking at the videos. We can hear.
Mhm.
Here, what's his name in the background?
Yeah, Denali's mad at us.
I see his hand up. Denali, you not talking to us?
What did y'all do to Mr. Denali?
You
I
got
was asking you a question.
It's
Are
more
you
like, what did
familiar
he do to
with
us?
Oh, because I
Guys,
joined
greatest
late.
hits
you know
season?
what? It's always my fault, so I'll take everything.
It's not your
Never
fault.
anybody else's fault. It's always my fault.
It's not your fault.
Of course it is. What do you mean? I got to get yelled at and everything else. It's my fault. So I'll let
I
you guys
asked what they
talk
did to
and
you,
I'll be
Mr.
quiet.
Denali.
I'll be
He
quiet. I
yell
won't
at
say
everybody.
anything.
So
How
for you
dare
to
I
get
say anything? I won't say anything.
when you get yelled at one time, you can't get mad.
And listen, no one can tell me what I can and can't do. So I excuse myself and let you guys have the floor so that I won't. I don't want to be yelled at.
Aw, he in his feelings.
That's
Look
no.
at
I
my
Telling us
told
who you
friend.
everybody last year that I'm not going to leave my feelings alone. If I feel something, I'm going to tell people, and I did.
last year.
That's what I said. So because I find women use that as a weapon against men. You're in your feelings, which is an attempt to emasculate men not to be in their feelings. Men not to be in their feelings.
Really?
That's what. Of course it is. You're not saying it as a positive. You're saying it as a negative.
I'm just saying it because you're in your
Not you
feelings.
particularly. I'm talking. What I'm saying is that it has a different meaning when a woman says it to a man than if a man says it to a woman. Would anybody disagree with that?
So can a man say it to a man?
No, that's the question. Can you answer the question?
I disagree. So
I
can a
agree.
man
That's
say it
fine.
to a man?
That he says it in a negative way. You're in your feelings, bro. What do you mean? That's not a positive.
I agree. Because if you say something like that, it's like saying you're soft or
Of
something.
course.
So why did you say woman at first? So just say people.
No, because women do it as a weapon, and women do it more than men do it.
So what men do it for?
They do it to get under your skin as well.
So just say people do it to get under people's.
Don't tone police me. Okay.
Men do it to call another man soft.
But the difference is that a man wouldn't say to me in my space because we could go to violence.
Your homie wouldn't say, "Man, bro, you in your feelings."
My one live mic or MCM saying that to me is completely different. They wouldn't say, they would say, man, you need to check that out. Pulling my coat to make me better, not in an attempt to get under my skin to make me better.
Well, I'm saying it to make you
I'm not
better.
talking about you.
I
I,
know, but I'm telling you why I'm doing it
I know
today
why
to
you're
make you
doing it.
better.
I'm saying women do it to an attempt to emasculate men.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You don't have to agree with me. I'm just giving you my opinion. But I'm
So,
not.
did you hear us talking?
Yeah, I heard you guys talking.
Well, I hope tomorrow you're in a better mood.
I'm not in a.
We was talking about the priest, and then Mr. Rowe asked you about some church.
Greatest
You
thing
know.
Stevens. I don't know the greatest thing Stevens here in real life.
Is that TV?
Yeah, just man, I'm finna turn it down.
So Mr. Denali, why do you think the priests they can't have a wife and
I
they're
never really thought
teaching?
about that. I thought it was kind of ridiculous, but I mean that's their religion. I don't know why nuns. I mean, I thought sex was a natural act. I don't know.
There's a lot about that religion when I
Right, the
Is
problem.
that
that
course
why?
that I
Is
did on
that why
TV.
they mess with little boys all the time because they can't have a wife?
Listen, I don't know. That's an excellent question, but it seems to be crazy to tell a man not or a woman not to have these desires. I mean, it's natural.
Right. That's why I didn't understand it because it's natural desires, so it's weird.
Right. That's what I said. But
But sex supposed to be a man's weakness, and once he ascend to a place where he can withstand himself from that, then he's truly overcome the evil of sin. Because it's thousands of people have died behind a woman. Wars have been fought behind women.
that's true.
Yeah, but he's not taking out on little boys. Don't make it better.
No,
No,
it
there's no
don't. It
excuse
don't.
for
I
it.
agree.
No justification.
I like a man weakness. Mm.
Damn, Dr.
Plus, God
J.
gave the urges.
But when you think about that, right? How they're not taking advantage of little girls, they're taking advantage of little boys.
Are there
Mhm.
Because
So
that's
also
what they have access to.
are there
why
Right.
don't they have access to little girls?
are there also
No.
Girls
girls?
are with the nuns.
Oh, there's
Mm.
no. Oh, you're right.
Shut the
I
front
mean, when
door.
they
If you
like
tell me
sleep
the
in the
non's
sleeping
been
quarters.
bothering the girls all these years, I'm gonna shut the front door.
I'm pretty sure
What?
that's happened
No,
too.
no,
Have y'all
yeah,
heard
no,
of
I wasn't.
anything like that? I've never heard of that.
Huh? Wait, what?
There.
About nuns and the little girls.
I haven't. I know. I never heard that. I only heard about priests
But they said
and
that
little
they
boys.
said that the nuns can't have a husband.
But when those kids are in elementary school, it's co-ed in a Catholic school.
Mm.
I'm talking about the sleeping quarters, like at night.
Yeah.
Well, I
So
heard
Mm-hmm.
what?
about them little
They
Catholic
sleeping over
girls.
at the priest's house?
Well, I've heard about them little
No,
Catholic girls.
No, they go
I'm
to
talking
You
about
heard about the
the.
Catholic girls? What about them, Jeanette?
Yeah, girl. There's rumors
They're
about
fast.
some of them's a little bad.
They fast.
they
I
go to
probably
like
would
a
have been
Everybody
bad
that I
too.
know like that, it was like
Sneaking
where
off,
their father was.
yeah, they go
sneaking
to
off
like a
some
school. They don't
boys.
stay with their parents. They go to a Catholic school.
Sometimes they get sent away to
Yeah,
like
yeah.
school and where they
I
have to
would have
stay
been
all
on the
night.
other hall too. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh
Oh, like
snap!
You know how you the first day of school you see that one person that you lock eyes with? That be like your thing to get you up in the morning to go to school every day.
Make sure you look good. You want
You're
to sleep.
right.
But aren't Mormons like that too? Where they try to marry young because they can't either?
Who?
so,
Mormon.
what was that question Mr. Denali brought up at the beginning of the show about love? Can you? What was it, Jeanette? About you can love somebody or you can?
Can you choose to love somebody or?
Yeah, yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
mean, going after little boys and girls like that—that's a choice.
No, I was gonna ask Gen X and Yo Yo because they wasn't here. The same question that they asked him about.
You
You
said, do you
choose.
choose who to love?
Yeah, yeah. Can you choose who you want to love?
Mm, but what's the you
I would
choosing
say
based
yes,
I
but you gotta
upon?
have
who
boundaries. Because I've seen
no.
people who don't have boundaries.
Can you choose who you fall in love with?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what it is.
No,
Mm-mm.
you can't. No, you can't.
Yeah, Charlie said you could, and
Yeah, I think I can.
Mm-mm. You can think that you wasn't. This will be somebody you would never fall in love with, and the next thing you know, you fall in love with them because of whatever the reason may be, and next thing you know, you're just in love with them, and it's over.
Well, if
mm,
that's the case, then you know how there's some relationships that cross boundaries and are out of bounds, right?
well,
Then how do you not? Then you're saying they can't stop that?
it's so like you see, say you have a beautiful woman with a ugly man or a handsome man with an ugly woman, and if you look at it, you would be like, I don't see how he can be in love with her or how she could be in love with him.
Well,
So it's obvious that
Hmm.
they didn't choose who they wanted to be in love with.
they
Well,
advanced.
that's not true because they like something else about that person that's not about
But let me
looks.
tell you what happened in Louisiana. It happens a lot here. They have a lady called Miss Rudolph. She the voodoo.
I heard of her.
And you be wondering why you in love with a bitch you can't stand. You know, Miss Rudolph, she put that root on you, and
Oh
you
God.
don't know what happened. But all you know, you're in love with a bee you can't stand.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, because I remember watching an interview. Kimmy, do you remember how everybody was asking, what's his name that's real handsome and his wife isn't that attractive? The guy, the ghost on Power.
Mm-hmm.
He's
I know
very
you're talking about.
attractive, and his
He
wife in real life isn't that attractive. And he was saying, not everything is about looks. There's other things about her that I'm in
somebody
love
had the
with
nerve to ask him that.
that are more important because a lot of people were attacking him in the comments. You know how people say bad, negative things to you
Oh.
in your comments if you post
Oh.
something like
Yeah.
as a famous person. They were
Right.
talking about her a lot in his comments, and so he spoke up on it and just said he didn't appreciate it and he didn't like how people disrespect his wife and she's a better
Right.
person than majority of the beautiful women that he sees. So it ain't about the looks. He was saying that there's way more things
Right.
about her that he loves than
He
looks.
didn't pick her though, Yo Yo, at
That
in the
goes to show
beginning.
that he just fell in
What'd you say,
love
Dr.
with
Shay?
Thank
someone.
you. Like
He
Kim
just fell
said,
in
he
love
didn't
with
know.
somebody. He
He
didn't choose to fall in love with
That's
her.
not what that means. That means that love ain't at the top of his priority. Like me, my priorities
What?
changed the more mature I
No, Yo
got.
Yo.
When I was younger, I
No.
cared more about different things. But now that I'm in my 50s, my priority of the list I care about for a man and what matters to me changed.
Yeah, that's
But
because you.
you still don't choose who you fall in love with. When you fall in love with somebody, it naturally happens. That's
No,
not,
I
you
agree with
can't
that, but I'm
force
not going to
that.
get to the point to fall in love with them. That's what I'm saying. You can stop the progression of things at any point.
One Usher in the
Like I'm not
same
going to be
situation.
hanging out with the person or going out with the person or whatever to fall in love. You see what I'm saying? Like,
You right, Advanced Cool. I didn't think about that, but
what did he say?
Usher, Usher had the same situation.
she probably
Oh,
went.
that older
What's the
lady that
lady
he was
name,
with,
Miss
Dr.
Rowe?
Shay?
I'm
Huh?
sorry.
Hmm.
I didn't hear.
We were talking about Usher, and Usher fell in love with Tamika, and
Right.
everybody was like, "How
Yeah.
did that happen?" I said she probably went to what's the lady you
The
said?
Dr.
voodoo
Ruth,
lady,
Dr.
Miss
Ruth.
Rudolph.
Yeah,
The
Rudolph.
voodoo
Hey,
lady.
Miss
hey, Miss.
Rudolph. It's Miss Rudolph, the
I would tell you
voodoo
something
lady.
funny, Mr. Bennett. You ever heard this? They used to say that the woman used to take her drawers off and put them over your head when you go to sleep, and you wouldn't wake up. She can get up and go wherever she want to. you, you ever heard that, Mr. Bennett? I mean,
Mr.
Mr. Rowe,
That's
you ever heard?
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, but she put it on. She put it on like a mask.
Yeah. So she just lay them drawers across the top of your head. You sleep all night. She go wherever she want to. Come back, you still snoring.
Good Lord.
Oh
He
my
said, "What's
God.
her name?" Like that. Everybody fall in love with her. Um, Erica Badu.
Mm,
They fall in love with her too.
She
not
scares
me.
people.
Like Denali can fall in love with Gabrielle Cinnabay. He keeps saying he don't no and all of that old crazy shit.
I, I could fall in love with Oprah Winfrey.
You fall in love with that
Denali,
money.
So
Denali baby, hey, Denali baby, careful. Tara gonna go visit that root woman.
Miss
that
Rudolph.
Rudolph lady.
He lived right down the block.
And then next thing you know, she gonna be his TikTok wife.
Mm.
Yep. And I'll come to the wedding. Hmm.
I'll be a witness.
So everybody on the panel, didn't your idea of what you care about in a relationship change like the older you got?
It
Of
did.
course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah, of
course, but
course.
still,
Yeah.
you still look to be with somebody you're attracted to. So when they say
Right.
that you fall for someone because you start finding out that everything else about them is great, that means you fell for them.
Right.
Nobody is just picking up trying to get with somebody they're not attracted to.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be
Especially
some kind
men,
of spark.
especially
But
men,
see,
cause
that's
men.
just it. Cause I got a nephew that's skinny and he only likes really big women.
That's
But
What?
his
if you look at
type.
it from the outside looking in, you're like, "Ooh, how can he like her?" But for some reason, that's his
That's his
attraction.
type,
They
though.
A
taught us
lot of
that in
skinny,
nursery school.
a lot
Like
of
that's what he
skinny,
likes.
a
Hey,
lot of
look, they
skinny
taught us
women
that
got
in
big women.
nursery school. Fat and skinny was in the bed. Fat turned over and skinny was dead.
Crazy.
Oh, Mr. Rowe, you're so funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
you see a
I'm
lot of them like
serious.
that though.
I was in
Yeah,
nursery school.
yeah. You see a lot of skinny men with bigger women.
Yeah, like tall men with a short woman. But I don't know how that works out.
Yeah, me either.
I think I never dated a woman that was the height I am. Everyone I dated was like 5, maybe 5'10" at the most.
How tall are you?
6'3".
You're as tall as my husband was.
Mm-hmm.
He
He's a
was six.
giant.
A giant over you, huh, Kim?
Yeah,
Kim, what are you? Five what?
5'5".
Oh, that's good size.
What is it, 5'5"?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. 5'7" in heels.
Yeah, you just pick up
I
and pin
don't wear
against the
heels no
wall.
more, Mr. Rowe.
I
I
was
I
just,
I threw those in the garbage.
I
That's how
understand.
tall I am, Kim. I'm 5'5".
I'm 5'4".
See? That's good size.
How tall are you,
Yes,
Dr.
sir.
Shay?
5'4".
5'4". We're the
Mm-hmm.
same height.
I used to be five
Mm-hmm.
six.
And love old tall men.
I
Mm-hmm.
lost an inch,
It
but I was five
Let's say,
six.
how was that rodeo?
The rodeo was actually fun. I went 2 times.
Oh, you
Okay.
look so cute, Dr.
It
Shay.
Yeah,
I
looked
that's what
saw
I
the
fun.
figured out.
picture.
You was
That
looking
looked
right
fun.
for the occasion.
Thank you. And so I didn't know like they got so many different elements of the rodeo, but I'm telling you now, I'm changing what I want to do in the future. I think I want to deal with animals, how they really keep those animals up. Like, man, it's
Mm-hmm.
so
I
like
like that cowboy hat on you, Doc. That cowboy hat look nice.
Yeah.
Benny, you know you're a old hat wearer too.
Yeah, well, then my dad put me around them horses all that time, so I love cowboy hats. I love horses.
So, Dr. She, did you see the barrel racing where they had the little kids running, riding the horses?
Yep, yep. Those are normally right before the concerts. Those races, like the bull, and like you said, the one with the kids. I love to see the kids
And
out
those
there
little kids
doing
be
it.
like 3 feet tall, but they be on a big old tall horse, about 5 feet in the air. They be riding.
Now, what I
Yeah.
found out is
Advance had a horse
that's
when
like
he was
a
a little kid.
I
that's
did.
like a sport that especially is real big here in Texas. I didn't know it. Like the parents pay so much money, is even
Mm.
triple what you would pay for like lacrosse and all of that to get their kids into those type of sports. And I was like, man,
Yeah.
wow.
And and you have to be a seasoned rider of a certain amount of years to enter into an event.
Mm-hmm.
Man, yes. They be hanging off the horse, trying to hit like what you call that? Like polo.
Yeah,
mm,
that's an extra sport. I don't forgot what they call that though.
Yeah, on the horse. I was trying to think of the name. Uh but anyway, everybody know what I'm talking about.
And a
Leaning
lot of
to
them
the
horses,
side.
Who are you talking
Tell
to?
tell
you know how we baby our little
tell him
dog.
about your
Huh?
horse and how you used to tie him up.
Right.
Never
Well,
had to,
y'all,
I
I
never had
think
to
I'm
tie
going
my
to
horse
bed.
up.
Mr. Denali, I'm going to bed. I got work in the morning.
Good night, Gen X.
I don't like this Denali Gen X. You see how he's acting? He's not talking to us.
All right,
All right,
Nick, I'll see you later,
I
okay?
think he's upset with me. Are
You
you
do.
upset?
She
I
didn't.
ignored him.
Yes. That
Mr. Denali, are you upset with me?
No. I was trying to explain something, and I've told you before that you jump in and crowbar yourself in the situation, and I don't know what else to do. I mean, it's not.
I'll go back on mute.
No, you don't have to go back on mute. You at least if you. I'm not upset. It's fucking bullshit. Um, I'm not upset. I'm just saying I've said it, and it is what it is. Do you understand what I'm saying, or am I just off base in your opinion?
I was asking you a question and
No,
you
you
immediately
didn't ask
start
me.
yelling at me.
I didn't yell, but you
Yes, you
realize
did.
that. Hang on a second. You realize that I was talking to the family about something, right?
And I asked you a question
Never
and
mind.
you started yelling.
Okay, you got
I
it.
couldn't even get my sentence out
But
and
you
then you
but
started
think
yelling.
about it. I was talking.
You finished talking.
I wasn't finished talking. I had never even got to the question about the battle.
You did. You said, I talked to Mr. Edwin. He was asking the family about us doing a battle against him. What do you guys think? That's what you said. And then I said, I thought, and you immediately started yelling. And so I went on mute.
Okay. You're right, and I'm wrong. Again, I'm always wrong. No problem. I get it. I say things and then nothing ever happens. So I will be quiet from now on. That's what I will do. Like I have a thing that I'm trying to do, trying to set up, and then I don't get a chance to finish it. Because sometimes people want to finish my sentence or as if I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. So That's why I don't. That's why I don't sound. This okay, fine. I'll just be quiet.
Oh, I'll be quiet. It's your show. I'll stay
No,
on
I
mute.
don't know. I don't want you to be quiet. I don't want you to be quiet. Continue doing what you're doing. And then I'm the bad guy. I'm yelling at people and everything else, but it's okay. I won't yell anymore.
There's no bad guy here. I think just a mistake happened, and I think y'all should get past. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. There was a mistake
According to
happened.
whom?
Like I'm listening.
According to
In
whom?
my opinion,
No, that's a question. According to whom?
according to me.
Right, but you don't matter.
Okay, well, if nobody
In
matters,
this,
nobody,
no, I didn't say nobody.
right,
I was
right,
very
but
definitive in who did matter in this situation.
okay, no, but you didn't exclude anyone.
But I said definitely it didn't matter to you.
No, but you didn't exclude anyone from it because you put it in front of everyone.
And when you came up and you said, get past it, I said according to
No, I
whom?
didn't say get past
You
it.
didn't say
I
you didn't just
said
say get past this
no, I
nothing?
said I don't think there's anyone here. I think there's a mistake. You didn't hear my whole comment.
I'm trying to figure why you even commenting anyway on it.
Because you're acting like this is not public.
But you're the only one talking.
Yeah, because you're talking to me.
I'm not, because you butted in my conversation with
No,
Kim.
I wasn't even talking directly to you.
Who
You
you? Okay,
comment
tell me who you were talking to.
to the panel.
But the panel's not involved in it.
And Kimmy's here. She's a
No, but the
person.
panel's not involved in it.
And
The
is Kimmy a
panel is
person?
listening, and
Is
you
Kimmy a
are butting
person?
in.
Is Kimmy a person?
Kimmy, are you a person?
Does she have
Yes.
feelings?
Of course she has feelings.
Well, she telling you that you hurt her feelings. What about that?
What about my feelings? Do my feelings matter?
You didn't say anything about yours.
Why?
She said something about hers.
Wait, she said her. Did she say her feelings were hurt?
Yeah, that you
Hang on a
yelled
second.
at her.
1 second. Kimmy, did you say your feelings were hurt?
Yeah, when you yelled at her and she stopped talking.
No, she did. Okay, Kimmy, did you say that your feelings were hurt?
I said you yelled at me.
Did you say that your feelings were hurt?
I think it was implied.
No, did you say that your feelings were hurt?
It was implied.
I don't know what that means. Did you say that your feelings were hurt?
She said it was
Those words
implied.
didn't come out of my mouth. It was implied.
I don't know what that means.
Well, I
Okay.
knew what it meant. That's why I replied.
Are you?
See, it's just common
Are you?
respect for each other's thoughts. That's all.
Are you saying I don't have respect for people's thoughts?
No, I said common respect.
Do I have
for
common respect for
other.
people?
Wait a minute.
Do I have common
Common.
respect for people?
Sometimes you don't.
Tell me, give me a time. Okay. Give me a time that I don't have common respect for somebody, Mr. Benny.
Presently.
Okay.
Right now.
Any other time you'd like to talk about common respect, Mr. Benny?
No,
No, you don't. Are you sure that you don't
present.
want to talk about times of common respect, Mr. Benny?
You seem kind of upset.
I'm
there,
not
sir.
upset. You're telling me
No,
that I don't
you're
have common
angry,
respect.
sir.
So I'm asking you, Mr. Benny,
Mr.
is there a
Denali.
time that I don't have common respect, Mr. Benny? You can come off of mute. No, I said you can come. I muted you. I said you can come off of mute.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm off of mute now.
Go ahead. Say what you need to say,
You
Mr. Benny.
don't have common respect presently.
Based on what? Because I yelled at somebody?
Yes.
Okay. Anything?
And she did not yell at you.
Okay.
That's your example.
Anything else?
No, you just asked for one.
Give me 3. I'll give you 3.
I don't need.
I'll give you 3. Would you like me to give you 3, Mr.
Sure.
Benny?
Sure, Mr.
I don't think you want me
Denali.
to. I don't think you do. You
Let
should
me
really
have three.
listen, listen, listen,
You're the most exclusive, so
listen,
give me
listen,
your
listen, listen to
exclusive
me,
point.
Mr. Benny.
You're the most exclusive.
I don't think you want to go down this road.
I said, you're the most exclusive. You
I
give
don't
me
think you
three.
want to go down this road, Mr. Benny.
I'm not affected by the road because I travel in a
Fine.
different kind of car.
I know you do, but I
I
don't know if
travel
you
in a
really
different
want.
kind of car. It's
That's fine.
luxury.
What luxury? Really?
Yes, all the time.
Okay. Anything else, Mr. Benny?
Nope, just love luxury cars.
Okay, fine.
I'm so sorry you're upset this evening.
I'm not upset.
You are. The whole panel has told you.
I don't care.
That's the problem.
No, it's not a problem, Mr. Benny.
It's gonna be
It's not a
so
problem
easy. It's
because
gonna
I
be
know
so
what I'm
easy.
doing, Mr. Benny. Please
Well, I thank you, sir. And I'm gonna request this tape for our trial. And I thank you.
request it.
I thank you.
Wait, whose trial?
Our trial with Sean and you, I thank you
No problem.
for this tape.
Hey,
And I'm giving full notice. I would like this tape sent to me, sir. Thank you.
no problem. Anything else you need, Mr. Benny?
No, that's fine. That's all I needed.
Okay.
You have a good evening.
I'm sorry.
You have a good evening.
I think we all have bad days where something might set us off because I had one a couple of week or two ago. So I just feel like
Having a bad day.
I just know, huh?
I'm not sure if I'm having a bad day.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying you expressed your
You're
feelings, and that's
having
why I was
something, sir.
quiet because nobody could tell you how to feel. So that's why I was like, I'm quiet because you're entitled to have your feelings of how you feel.
Oh, but it's
Whether
always my
people
Yeah,
think
fault.
it's valid or
but yo
not.
yo, we
It's
have to be
always
honest
my
with
fault.
him. The way that he's acting, like something is wrong.
Right. And we asked him what
Wait,
was
hang on a
wrong.
second. Tell me how I'm acting.
You're acting different. I don't
Well,
like how you're acting, and you acting
okay, here we go.
irritated, and you
I'm
seem like
asking
you're
you, what
pissed.
did I do?
And
This is a
it's your
question.
demeanor, sir. It's
What
your
did I say
smart
to
aleck
you? Are
words,
you
just
gonna?
like how you and Mr. Benny just went backwards and forth.
You
All of
really?
that
Do
was
you really want to go down
unnecessary.
that road with Mr. Benny?
It wasn't called for,
Do
Mr.
you want to go
Denali.
down the road with Mr.
It
What
does.
you
Okay,
mean? What's
even
not
when
called? You can't tell me what's called for.
okay, when you and Kim was talking, it wasn't called
It
for.
was his. Why did he butt in? Everybody else is
Sir,
quiet but
you
him. Why do
see,
you think he feels?
you have something is wrong with you tonight. We don't like your attitude tonight, sir. I think you should take you a nap and wake up and think about it and
No,
watch it.
I was here. It
No, I
wasn't
think you
any of.
should. I think you should
It
watch it
wasn't. It
later.
wasn't any of his business.
It's but even with Kim,
With Kim, what?
you you was real snarky with her. You had a
I'll go ahead and play it.
okay, well, whatever. You was acting a ass to her.
Let me ask you a question. If I'm speaking and I said something, and someone's
I
gonna
don't know
call me,
about all that. I'm talking about the last 5 minutes of this conversation.
I know no one. Anyway, let me just start because people want to just pick and choose what they want to talk about, but not the totality of everything. That's fine. Pick and choose what you want, and I'll address it.
But you're irritated right now. I love you,
I'm
but you're
irritated
irritated.
because when I'm trying to say something and people want to butt in, it irritates me.
Yes, but is it that serious for you to get
Well,
to the level
who
that you're
should?
at
Okay,
right now?
who makes the determination when it's too much?
Well, maybe you don't
I'm just saying, who
realize.
should make the determination?
Well, we're not going to say who made the determination.
Well, you
We're
just told
just,
me it wasn't. You just told me Mr. Benny said it wasn't that serious. So that means that what my feelings don't matter.
I said, because it's the way that you're acting.
Okay, I don't know what
Hey,
I'm at.
hey, Mr. Denali, if I may for a minute, sir.
Please.
I have been listening to you all day, and I kind of understand how things could have got on your nerve because earlier today you were kind of going through it because you were trying to talk and people would never let you finish anything. You would try to do a commercial and they would just keep going over you. And the people got into a back and forth, and it's like Every time you would try to interject, they wouldn't pay you no any attention. Just keep going over, and you got kind of pissed off with them, and they were because they wouldn't allow you to run the show. Then this other guy named, I think it was Brian, he got off the live, went down in the comments and started saying stuff that was negative towards you, and you tried to invite him back up, and he would never come back up. So I think that got you a little teed off. And then when you came to the show tonight, it kind of snowballed from earlier today when you was trying to talk tonight. Every time you would try to say something, people would just cut you off and go in front of you. And it's like nobody was listening to anything you wanted to say when you was trying to get things out. And I think it just kind of made you a little upset. And you have a right to be because, I mean, you was trying to run a show, and every time you would try to say something, people wouldn't give you a chance to do what it is you was trying to do. But I mean, everybody know, we all care about you, man. Ain't no big deal.
No,
And
I,
you have a right. You have a right to be upset sometimes. I mean, you human like the rest of us.
That's
You have a right to get.
that, Vance. He has a right to feel how he feels. We don't know
Yeah.
what he's dealing with, so he
Yeah.
has that right. That's all I would say. Same thing you're saying.
hmm What you got planned for tomorrow?
nothing too much. Kind of similar things. Got the big
You look, you need a little rest though, man. Look like you ain't been getting a lot of
evidentiary
sleep.
hearing, huh?
Have you been getting a lot of sleep? It look like you haven't been getting a lot of sleep.
I look tired.
A little bit.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. A little bit.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Where's the nut?
Well,
I
let
hadn't
me
heard
ask you
him.
a question. When I do get here, how should I handle it? Let me. I would love to bring it to the family. Am I allowed to be irritated?
No,
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
you're
Good.
human. Yes.
Right. Okay.
And maybe you need to do like I said, it's your family meeting, and maybe you need to stop and say, "Hey, listen, y'all are pissing me off. Nobody's listening to me. I want y'all to quit doing it because I'm getting pissed off." Then people will pay attention. They will say, "Hey, wait a minute, let's
So
slow
I
it
need to
down."
just drop everybody and
Yeah,
I'm
you
out.
did that today. Did you do
Done
that
that
today?
before.
I did it today.
Yeah,
Because like,
yeah,
I mean, I don't get it, but
yeah. They was just one of them days. That's all. Where's Denali at? I hadn't heard him all night.
no, he's right there. He's chilling.
So Denali, you had asked a question about if we wanted to battle Edwin. Did we ever finish that?
No, I don't think so.
I think it'd be a good thing. Edwin don't have but a few followers.
Hmm. Yeah, well, that's why I was bringing it. I told him I would bring it to the family. That's what I said.
When I pass through, when I'm looking for a live, before I could scroll through, everyone say, Mr. Rowe, Mr. Rowe, come up here. He tried to kidnap you.
Hmm.
He don't have but two or three people.
Right.
To take this thing to the TikTok streets, and
Take it to
he was gonna
TikTok
he was
street.
gonna bring hundreds of people to the trial, and he was ready for it. Okay.
Everyone like to talk.
Mm,
Look, every day when we come here,
Uh huh.
we expect to we expect to see the Denali. That's so fun and jolly, and you can tell when he's real fun because he's gonna be laughing. When you're laughing and going on, the counter at the top, you have more people in here, but we can't expect to have that every day. Every day is not the same. We understand that, and it depends on the conversations that we're talking about. So that's all I wanted to say. We don't like to see you looking like that, and not tired. I'm saying we don't like to see you looking like you're pissed off about something.
I would tell you that I'm not pissed off. It can be
mm-mm.
frustrating when you're attempting to talk and then you get interrupted, especially when I do commercials. because I
Hmm.
don't think anything more important than that. So
And to be honest, the topic that he had on the screen earlier, we never even talked about it. We never really got a chance to even talk about it.
So that that's my big.
Mhm.
I've always said that's my biggest thing is, But listen, it is what it is. I'll be better because
But it's all
it always seems like always my fault. No one ever does anything. It's my fault.
well, you told us that though, so remember you told us that hey,
What I say?
that you the captain of the ship, so
That's
the
true.
ball stops
I
with you.
definitely take the arrows at the front of the door, 100%.
Right. But it's all love, man. Everybody still, we family.
Love for
That's how it is.
everybody who comes to the show, absolutely.
Mm.
So,
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna get some rest because I got a lot to do tomorrow.
right.
I got to get up
Yeah, we'll
early.
get out of here as well. Thank you to everybody who came to the show. I need to preserve this show for um, the evidence so Mr. Benny can have it and he can show his discrimination slash defamation and stalking and prejudice in the trial on Sunday night. So I'll make sure I preserve it, keep it. It'll be up on YouTube in the next day or so he can have it for his case again to prove the defamation, discrimination, prejudice, and stalking.
All
Mr.
right, family.
Denali has. Oh, I'm sorry, Advance. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just want to say good night to
All
everybody.
right. Good night, Mr. Advan. Yes, Miss Yoder.
All right, Kimmy.
Oh, good night. Has a date been set for the Edwin one, or you just decided
No,
it's
no, no. It just
as you were saying
happened.
it?
I got to draw up the documents and send it over to him. Confirm that Candid will be the judge because I can't be the plaintiff and the judge.
Okay.
And he already said he has a lawyer. And then I'll have to talk to Cherie see if she wants to do that. Yeah, I think so. And yeah, but it just happened this afternoon. Um, so yeah, I would love to play it, but I don't think I should play it. So
Okay.
we'll leave it for the trial.
Okay.
So
Is it okay if I explain myself, or would you like to just leave this alone?
no, go right ahead. Listen, again, I'm
Okay.
not, I'm not, I said, I'm not mad. I'm not angry or anything like that. And I don't know why people think that. But go
Okay.
ahead.
So you had finished your statement in asking the panel if that saying that Edwin asked about us doing a battle, right? And you asked them what they thought, right? So you were done. You had completed. And then I said, I thought, and then you start yelling. And so what I was getting ready to say is because Edwin said, first I said something about, no, Edwin said something about well, I hear you've been doing court cases. Maybe because you guys were going back and forth. Maybe we need to take it to court. Then after a while, you guys didn't talk about that. You kept going back and forth. Then he said, how about this? How about I'll get my people, we'll do a battle. Whoever wins has to give the other one an apology. You guys did not agree. Then later, you decided you were going to bring charges against him. So what I thought it was either or. Either you were going to court or you were doing the battle. That is what the statement I was getting ready to make. That is all I was getting ready to say. But you have finished saying what you were saying. That was it.
Okay. I guess my thing is, do you think I didn't know what I was talking about when I was talking to everyone?
Because I asked you a question doesn't mean that you don't know what you're talking about. If I'm asking a question, that means I'm asking to get an answer. It doesn't mean I'm being sarcastic. It means I'm asking you a question to get an answer. Because when I listened to you guys earlier, that was what I heard.
Okay.
Maybe something else transpired. Maybe I heard incorrectly. So I'm asking a question.
It sounded like more like a statement, but Maybe I'll listen to it and see. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe it was a question.
Well, all I said was I thought, so you wouldn't know what it was because all I said was I thought, and you started yelling. So then I just went on mute.
Okay.
Nothing else came out more than I thought.
Did I really yell?
Yes, at the top
Yes.
of your lungs with your face in the screen.
The top of my lung. Okay. I'll pull the clip and see if I really did like yell. I don't know if I've ever yelled at you, but okay.
If you ever have, what are you talking about? You do it all the time.
I yell at you all the time.
Yes, I'm like one of the main people that you yell at.
So
Like
you're saying when I tell people to put people in the corners and stuff, I'm yelling like that at you?
you don't yell at none of your other mods.
No, I'm
You
saying.
do.
I guess what I'm saying is when I yell and I put somebody in the corner and told them to
Those
sit
are you.
there. Okay.
They're usually not friendlies.
My question is when I do that, you're saying that's the same way that I speak to you.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
All right. I don't know if that's true, but okay.
I'll point it out next time.
Doctor say, do I yell at Kim in the same way when I put somebody in the corner?
Let the doctor say sleep.
She was just talking.
TV.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if I do that, Kim. I don't think I do that. I think you might be conflating. I do not think I yell at you the same way when I put somebody in the corner. That's my perception. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I do that. But I'll pull the tape and I'll send it to you and I will look at
I
it.
don't need to see it.
You don't need to. Well, I mean, you're saying that I yell at you like when I put people in the corner. I don't think I do that.
Well, I know what happened, so I don't need to see the tape. I mean, if you choose to
You
send
could
it,
be.
you can send it.
You could not be wrong.
I know exactly what happened. That's
I'm
why I
saying
went on
I'm
mute.
saying you could not be wrong.
I know what happened. That's why I went on mute.
You could not be wrong, right?
Not today.
Okay, got it. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I did that.
All right, guys. I'm gonna call it a night.
Yeah, me too.
Tomorrow we have a case situation that you said Thursday behind you.
Right
Okay.
tomorrow, 8 p.m.
All right.
Mr.
And
Okay.
that
Denali,
means,
did you get the Cash App? I just sent
Oh,
one.
it's Yo-Yo. Thank you. Yeah.
I just sent it.
is is
Okay, go ahead.
is the show going to be on XL or XXL? Because my subscription, I think, is on XXL. So I would have to cancel that one and put it on here because I can't do both.
I understand. I'll get you taken
So
care of. Okay.
just let me know which one. All right.
Okay. All right. Everybody have a great night, and I will talk to you guys
Good
tomorrow.
night, everybody.
Okay, bye.
Good night, all.